Alright guys, BLM here, back another live stream. I have absolutely nothing set up, so let's get that sorted. There was just way too fucking much today. Okay, this really goes on for a while, doesn't it? Alright, here we go. I finally have at least chat up. Now let's get it up on my phone. Either way, yeah, I mean, just a lot. I mean, obviously, BB Can just finished. Major Race happened, kind of watched it, kind of didn't. Survivor, obviously, Circle finale. We had a good All Stars episode, like part one of the Deal No Deal finale, I guess. What else was there? I watched all of Physical 100 since last stream. Okay, can this stop? Like, this literally happened like 3 times in the middle of me typing out the title for stream. Is the fucking cinematic kept on starting. Okay, so I mean, I think the big thing obviously is Big Brother, right? I mean, yeah, that was shocking. I mean, that is shocking to see Anthony take Lexus. Too, again, Anthony losing at the end, that's whatever to me at this point. Like, I kind of expected it. But to see Anthony take Lexus is the bigger shock to me. I think that's something that I'm like, yeah, that's a bit rough. And like, it's interesting because like, where did that misread come from? Okay, did I literally just not do that? How do you save settings? Why do I have to push this to save settings? Whatever. Because it's like, it's interesting because like, everyone had a misread on the jury, right? But like, how did Anthony get that misread? That's what I don't know. Because like, everyone thought, because like, the thing is like, the people in the house seemed to assume that Anthony was going to win if he got to the end. And like, that was a misread. Like, Bailey openly talks about how, like, oh, Anthony's going to beat everyone at the end. So, like, that's why she didn't want to take him to the end. And, like, okay, that's, like, a misread. But it's, like, obviously she would have won against anybody anyway. With Anthony, it's this, like, interesting case where, like, he has a misread that, like very similar to, like, Josh, right? Josh in BB Can 10. Or even, like, Paul in BB 18. Of like, well, no, actually, no, that's a different thing. No, because that's where he assumed that he would just beat both, right? Like, this is a spot where, like, Anthony thought he would lose against Lexus for some reason. But then he would beat Bailey, when in reality, it's at best the opposite. In reality, I don't even know if he beats Lexus. I mean, like, Todd, so we got an exit press. We got exit press from Todd last night. And Todd did say like, he was asked by Taryn, who do you think is going to win if it's Anthony Lexus? And he said Lexus. So, like, I don't even think he beats Lexus realistically. Like, I think he was fucked either way. But, like, how did he get that bad of a misread, though, on the situation? By the way, thank you, Morbid Panda, 513 stuff. By the way, obviously, I'm playing Persona 5 Tactica. I wasn't going to. I was literally, like, until, like, 10 minutes ago, going to stream Baldur's Gate 3. Which I still have not touched a single second of. But I realized there's just, like, so much shit to talk about that I'm simply just not gonna, like, comprehend anything that's happening. So I decided on Persona 5 Tactical just because I haven't had time to play this anyway, and I do want to finish it at some point, so yeah. But, yeah, I mean, I guess Spicy V being, the thing is, like, I think Spicy V just sucks. Really. Like, I think, like, the way that Spicy V and, like, Avery are acting on the jury is just terrible. I mean, again, like, obviously everyone has the prerogative of, like, how they want to vote and all that stuff. I still think their behavior through it is, like, just really, like, like, just very, like, toxic. Like, the fact that, like, Avery literally says to, like, Todd's face when he comes in that, like, oh, you're just a Bailey's puppet. And that she played you like a fiddle. It's like, what the fuck are you talking about? Alright, I'm gonna let this play. But, Spicy V is more like Bitter V, yeah. Thoughts on the season now? BB Can? I mean, I'm kind of conflicted on it, because I do feel like for the first, like, 2/3 of it, I didn't give a shit. I didn't really care about what was happening. While there was cool things happening, I didn't really care. I feel like I definitely did care a lot more from, like, the final 5 on. I think once, like, the spicy thing was starting to happen, I think I definitely started to care a bit more. But also, it's like, I'm not, like, that upset at Anthony losing. Yeah, I want Anthony to win. I do think if Anthony won, it would have been a pretty impressive win. I think probably, what, 3rd best BB Can win. I think it would have been, like, a spot where, like, is he the best BB Can player of all time? Is he top 3 BBUS players of all time? I think that would have been, like, a serious conversation, even like number 2, I would say. I still think I would have Dan 1 above Anthony no matter what, even if Anthony won this, but I think at that point Anthony's like in debate for number 2. But yeah, I mean, like obviously, yeah, I don't think he wins if he gets to the end, which is an issue. Though I also like don't know what he could have necessarily done. Like, because like when we're thinking about it, it's like, what could he have done to win the jury vote? It's like, how could he have not had the jury bitter at him, considering the game he kind of had to play in this position? Like, obviously, people like Lexus, that's his own thing. But like with Spicy V in particular, like, but how? How does he handle Spicy V better? Like, because like, obviously, I guess like not yell at her at the very, very end, but like she was gonna be bitter anyway, and like I think she was always gonna like try to turn the jury against him, to where it's like I don't know how he handles V better. Like, obviously, I guess just the better thing is like just have him beat Spicy V at the end, like just try to like warp the jury's minds to the point where like he just beats her at the end. But again, like in the spot where like he loses to her at the end, he always had to cut her, and also like considering again she was decent comps, it's like you can't like risk going to 3 with her. Like you're always gonna have to take her out in a spot where she'll have time with the jury. So it's like I don't know. I feel like he was just in a tough spot in general with Spicy V in particular. Avery I think is just an idiot straight up. I think Avery just follows whatever Spicy V says, and like yeah, whatever. Kayla is like kind of an interesting case where like I think she was very like bitter at the fact that like hot chocolate turned on her, but even then like she was very pro like Avery and Victoria, to where like it's kind of a strange thing there. And the thing is, like at the end of the day, is again, like if we ever get to hear of like what would happen with him against Lexus, I think that might change some things. But even then, like I mean, like I think Anthony probably loses against Todd, right? At this point, I don't know. Again, like I think Anthony's like jury prospects are just like gonna be a weird thing to assess. Not as much as Dan's in BB14, but for sure, like again, like I think like Anthony for me is like easily better than Paul. Like I think a lot of what Paul had, like he had it coming. I think like a lot of it was his own fault of why the jury was bitter against him. Like I feel like Anthony, it's like there definitely is fault to be had, but like I don't think there's as much fault to be had. Yeah, I just assume he would have lost against anybody. I would vote for Anthony. Not even close, really. Yeah, I think Bailey is a very decent winner. Like I think Bailey is what, like, again, debatable with Paris on the winner ranking. Like, I think she's a very solid winner. But I would not vote for her over Anthony. To be honest, even against Lexus, I think I would debate it. But then again, also I'm higher on Lexus than people seem to be. I don't know, I was thinking, like, yeah, I would not have been upset at, like, any of these people winning. Mind you, I do think I would have been, like, a bit more, like upset at the jury had Lexus beat Anthony. Where, like, I think, like, when it's Bailey versus Anthony, I'm not as upset, because, like, again, Bailey was just so clearly the biggest jury threat the entire time. From, like, our view, to where, like, again, like, it's not as egregious to me, that happens, even though, again, I think Anthony, like, I would have voted for Anthony. But when it's Anthony versus Lexus, it's like, I think Lexus played a competent game, but, like, I feel like everything Lexus did, Anthony did better. Because, like, a lot of what Lexus did well in the game is essentially, like, enacting what Anthony did. So, like, I think that would have been a bit more egregious. Yeah, so obviously, yeah, we haven't talked about Survivor yet. I felt like it was just kind of a fine episode. I mean, Venus going home, like, a little bit surprising, not very surprising, though. I mean, like, at the moment where Venus, like, says that, oh, I would, like, really regret it if I went home with an idol, it's like, okay, she's going home with the idol. It's like, what the fuck are we doing? Like, can you not make it that fucking apparent? Like, that was just so in your face. I was like, well, fuck. The rest of the episode doesn't fucking matter. But, I mean, like, outside that, it's like, yeah, I mean, I don't really, like, I don't get the strategy from a lot of the people involved. I would say also, like, when we're talking about, like, winner contenders and stuff, I think it was mostly a bad-ish episode for Kenzie, right? Like, definitely, like,
I'm ready when you are.
again, we've had 2 episodes in a row that I think were, like, questionable episodes for Kenzie. To where, again, definitely Nox. I still think she's probably winning. I still have her at number 1. I will say at this point, I actually have Ben at number 2. And, like, to be fair, it's not really from this specific episode. It's more so from having... I'm working on my review. I'm up to Mergatory. I just finished the Mergatory episode. And, like, I don't think Ben's edit is, like, not that bad. I do think Mergatory in particular, like, the fact that he gets, like, no content Mergatory, like, that's a bit wonky. Everything else, though, is, like, it's not terrible if he's going to be this, like, more, like, under-the-radar style winner. Whereas I think if, like, anyone is, like, a Gabler-style figure, I feel like it's probably Ben. Do I think Ben's winning? No. But, again, I do think that is the case. Charlie, I think we're getting the setup of Charlie's fall. Yeah, also, 16 confessions for Charlie is ridiculous, yeah. But, yeah, I felt like this was, like, the start of the fall of Charlie, is the sense that I got. Like, I still have Charlie 3. But, again, this did not feel like... Like, I feel like, again, especially with him getting 16 confessionals, I feel like this should have been this, like, coronation for Charlie. Like, the setup to his, like, winning storyline. Yet instead, like, we have, like, most of what he says talking about, like, oh, Maria. Or fucking not Maria, about Q. I want Q out of the game. And then, like, he just doesn't. He just fucking relents and takes out Venus. It's like, well, fuck. What was the point? I don't think did I ever say Maria was a final juror? I think Maria's out soon. I think if I were to guess, I would say Q, then Maria. And then I guess that would mean Ben firemaking, right? Yeah. And then probably Kenzie wins against Charlie and Liz. Oh yeah, that's probably what I'm thinking at this point. Oh, finalists now. I talked about this last stream. I was kind of out on that at that point. Where it was kind of a mixture of factors. First up, for Maria in particular, the reason I was out on Maria as a finalist at that point is because, again, she just made the move against Tiffany in a spot where we literally got the previous episode, her talking about how, like, oh, Kenzie wants to take out Tiffany. That's a big move. That'll make her a threat. And then, like, she proceeds to make the move. It's like, okay, well, then you're going to be the big threat that gets taken out before the end. And, like, I think we're at the point now where, like, if Maria gets to the end, she just wins, right? So it's like, it doesn't really make sense for her to get to the end and then lose. The other thing is that, relating to Charlie, I think Charlie is the losing finalist at this point. I think after having just recently rewatched 45, and, like, looking at Austin's edit, like, Charlie's edit feels very reminiscent to Austin's. I do feel like the style of content they get, like, obviously there's a bit difference because, like, Charlie does have the Taylor Swift part of his character, but I guess that's, like, kind of reminiscent to, like, Austin's, like, sandwich stuff and the quirkiness of that. But, like, a lot of their, like, very, like, game body sort of content, with them also being very prominent fixtures on the season, like, almost at the top of the confessional count most of the season, despite them, like, and also being, like, very important to how the season's playing out, despite them not really having, like, a proper arc or, like, storyline happening. Like, I feel like Charlie is the Austin of the season. And yeah, I think more than likely, at this point, he's losing finals. Especially, like, now that we're narrowing down who's left in the game. Like, once Venus goes here, I think this really, really narrows it down. Because, like, the big debate was, like, okay, is it Liz and Venus in Final 3? Now Venus gone, it's like, oh, okay, no, it's Liz and then probably Charlie at this point. Has jury not vote for Charlie? I mean, I think it's been pretty clear that people don't look at him as, like, because, like, Kenzie specifically in this episode says that Charlie has nothing on his resume. Like, that was literally the thing said in this episode. I actually also, just, again, going back to the, I haven't, like, worked on episode 7 yet, but, like, seeing the very beginning of it, like, Q specifically says there that, it was something that, like, Charlie did. Let's see. Where is it? Episode 7. Where is it? Oh, Charlie let his emotions get the best of him. To where, like, it feels like that's kind of the vibe I'm getting from, like, how Charlie's perceived out there. So like I don't think people are looking at Charlie as this like mastermind player that we're seeing. I think they're looking at him as like, yeah, Maria's sidekick, and like what is he actually doing in the game? Was Austin ever more prominent in D though? Yes, by a lot. Like most of the season. Where I think that's the thing that's like, I think it might be misconstrued. Like D was not that prominent in the edit. Like Austin had a bigger edit than D the entire season. I don't think there's ever a point in the season where like Austin has less confessionals than D. Let's see. They're tied up. Okay, episode 4, she had one more confessional. After that, yeah, he's higher than her the rest of the time. Yeah, literally, what, the Kendra boot? Actually, that's actually weird, isn't it? That the Kendra boot, he has more confessionals. But I don't know, that's when he won the journey thing, right? So that does make sense. But he has, like, again, the Kendra boot is, like, a move that specifically, told that to us as, like, oh, that's D's move. Yet she has 5 confessionals, he has 11 during that episode. Yeah, really, the only episodes that she has more than him is episode 4, where she went to tribal and he didn't. Episode 7, which was the seafood boot, which that one's genuine. And episode 12, which was the Drew boot. Like even finale, Austin has more confessionals than D. And Austin does end the season with the most confessionals for some reason. Lower than 10th. I think I actually have her right at 10th. But I haven't, like, locked it in. But I think I have her right at 10th, yeah. My debate is, like, her or Tim. I think that's my debate. I was waiting a bit on, like, her versus Randon. I decided just because, like, she has made it, like, so much further in the game. And again, she was technically on the right side of the numbers for most of the post-merge. It's like, okay, that's enough to be above Randon. Her versus Tim, I think, is a little bit more interesting. Because, like, Tim does get kind of, like, unlucky in the fact that, like, the split tribal of it all, but, like, I do feel like Tim didn't play it particularly well anyway. Me listening to the, what is this? Angry scream sound effect. Something spicy speech when casting revenge is the best. I mean, what is there to say? Trash bag is stupid. Like, it's just, like, I mean, how's that really make sense? That, like, her talking about how, like, oh, I need the trash bag because, like, it'll show Anthony some loyalty because I at least hold what it, like, fills or whatever she fucking said. It's like, okay, whatever. Like, what's that even mean? I like Venus. I don't think she's a good player. And I don't think Venus... And I think Venus is, like, not very socially aware. But I do like her, though. Can Kenzie blindside Ben? No. I think Kenzie's going to be involved in take out Maria. And, like, actually, this is the thing I've been thinking about, too. I don't think Kenzie will have a big move. Because obviously we've been, like, predisposed at this point to where, like, oh, the winner needs to have a big move. And, like, we had, like, Marianne obviously have, like, the Omer move. I mean, like, Gabler didn't really have one, but again, they at least, like, propped up the fire-making challenge as one and everything. But, like, we've been, like, conditioned to, like, think that way, but, like, I think that plays into, like, what Jeff was previously talking about, where, like, on Fire Podcast, like, a few weeks ago, he was talking about how, like, oh, like, nowadays, the jury votes differently. They don't vote based on criteria. They vote individually, whatever, which is all bullshit. But I think that directly relates to this season. I think that's what he's talking about, because I think it directly relates to this season, where I don't think this is going to be a jury that votes based on who made the biggest move, or who played the game more strategically. I think they're going to be voting off relationships, and I think Kenzie is the person that has the most relationships. Where, like, I mean, just looking at the jury right now, I think she more than likely gets Tiffany, obviously. Well, I think she gets Tiffany. I think she more than likely gets Hunter. When it's, like, her, Charlie, Liz, I don't know where, like, Tevin or Soda go. I think Venus goes Kenzie. Oh, yeah, and yeah, 100% she'll get Ben. That's also a thing. Which is weird because, like, going back earlier in the season, there's so much focus on the Ben-Charlie relationship to where like I also like realize this now that like what if that's the relationship that like makes it towards the like that actually like runs the last few votes. Like what if like at this point like Ben that Charlie's like actual number one ally is Ben, and that he betrays Maria to go to the end with Ben. And obviously again like I don't think they'll actually make final three together, but I do feel like that's going to be like an impactful thing probably next episode. Do I think Ricky and Cesar are overrated racers? I mean, probably, based on their, like, record, obviously. I still think they're good. But yeah, their record is probably a bit too generous. Yeah, I don't think Q respects Charlie. Obviously isn't going to vote Liz. Maria could vote Charlie. Who knows after, like, he betrays her. Shot Q wins? No. I think no shot at all. Like, yeah, I don't think Q's gonna make it there, and even if he does make it there, I think it's very clear he's not winning. Like, just look at the vitriol this entire cast has at him. There's no fucking way Q is winning a jury vote. Especially now that Venus is gone as well. It's like, what is the final three combination that Q wins? Alright, what am I trying to do here? Do I need to do Velvet Room? So let's see. I think Ben wins that. Like, I think Ben easily wins that. Yeah, we get a lot of talk about how, like, Ben's social game is so incredible, even though, like, I don't really get how, but, like, because, like, we haven't been properly shown any of that, but, they keep on talking about it, at least. I barely watched the Amazing Race episode. Like, it was literally in the background while I was watching BB Can.
Which persona will you choose?
Level 56. Maybe that? I think Q will sell himself better than Ben at Final Tribal. But again, it won't happen. And also, will he? Like, I feel like Q just comes off as like a con man, right? Like, will anyone believe anything Q says? At least, I don't think I would believe anything Q says. Which, to be fair, again, like, I mean, people have won in that way in the past. Like, I mean, like, Chris, obviously, in Vanuatu is a major example of that. But, like, still, it's like, I don't think he would win. I think people hate him way too much. Like, every Canadian, how many Canadians are there? I don't think Anthony's gonna be done. I think really BB can. I don't know. Depends on, like, how he comes out of this. We'll see how bitter he is. I definitely feel like his connection with Spicy at least is probably a bit tarnished. I think he'll still be like friends with a lot of the BB Can people, no matter what.
What would you like to do?
Or like, I can't see him like not being friends with Dane anymore, or even like Adam, like people like that. But like in terms of like how involved is he in the community, as in like going on podcasts and that sort of thing, I think that is up in the air.
Which persona will you choose?
Let's say Maria reward choice is terrible, like really bad in like most aspects. I think for Ben is like whatever. Ben's fine. Again, like picking Q, I think is just bad perception. Let's see. No, that's the one I just did. Okay, that's nothing. That's leveling down. Yeah, obviously Tom Laidlaw #1. Again, I have Bailey probably what, like 4 or 5. What was it again? Like, so what is my ranking right now? I'm trying. I have to remember like the actual people that are there. Oh fuck! I have to record that. I can record that video now. Forgot about that. So I am making the winner ranking. So like 1's Dane, 2 is Kevin. Kevin Jacobs. Like those are the only good ones, right? Like are we already at like Paris and John after that? And like Ty BB Can 9? Because if we are, then like Bailey's in that tier. I haven't like locked in like where exactly she would land of those people. I think my gut says below Paris and John, above Ty, maybe? I don't know. It's a tough game to assess. Yeah, Because I think the thing about Bailey is that like Bailey was very effective at like getting her game plan done, um, but it wasn't necessarily like fully like based around reality. To where like I don't think she had an understanding of how the game was even played um until this last week, where she finds out about like hot chocolate. Where like before that, I don't think she understands what happened this season. I would still have Anthony above Doctor Will, but that's because I don't look at Doctor Will highly. Do I want this? Is this even good? Well, none of these are good skills anyway. I mean, I guess I'll do it.
Is this please? Wait just a moment.
I mean, like, Anthony's BB Can 7 game is already number 1. If we're, like, adding in 12, it's... Like, I don't remember the fucking runners up well enough. It's very good, though. Or, like, I do think this is a very impressive game that he played.
What would you like to
Like, it's, like, very reminiscent to, like, Dan's BB14 game. Of, like...
Are you finished?
Or maybe that's not even like that app of a comparison, actually. But it's like one where like he's in the Majority Alliance for like pretty much the entire season, but he's not really in a good spot within the Majority Alliance, so where like he has to make these big moves towards the end to navigate to the end, and is able to pull off those moves.
I am certain you'll be able to.
But obviously, like gets to the end without any like respect from the jury. Yeah, he might just be second on the runner-up, like first and second, I think.
What would you like to do?
Lexus is not a great Founder, but she's also like not terrible either. Like I don't have the fucking I don't have my fucking rankings memorized. Let's see. There we go. Baby Cannon Founder. When did I do this? 2 years ago. So, and this was mid. Okay, so yeah, this is pretty outdated then. This is what, the BB Can 9? Who do I have here? Emmett, lower than Emmett, obviously. Lower than Netta, lower than Tim. Lower than Dimitri's? Right? Ashley, I'd say lower. Derek Kessler. I think that's interesting. I would say, like, on par with Derek Kessler. I'd probably say higher. Because I don't think she had to win out as much. Lesson Challenge 40. I forgot what Daniel. Yeah, actually, Daniel. Yeah, adding in Daniel, like Daniel's higher for sure. Daniel would probably be what, like above Tim, below Netta and Emmett, I think. But yeah, spoiler for Challenge 40. Surprised Derek got there. I think that's the main takeaway. Outside that, it's like whatever. It's like kind of who I expected. But again, go to Derek Chavez to just randomly make it to the final. I think this one. Dude, these are fucking terrible skills.
Is this persona? One moment, please.
Yeah, Mystery Man is still there. I haven't updated the drafts, have I? I love it. Like I'm 30 minutes in, I haven't done a single actual thing in the game at this point. Yeah, let's see. Take a look at the giraffes real quick. Now chat wins. Derek. I mean, Derek's not winning. Come on. It would be funny if Derek won 40, but it's not happening. Okay, so we got. So BB Can is done, so we can wrap up the BB Can one. So Bailey won, so that means Lion Melon won the draft. Anthony obviously was second, so your Viver comes in second. Lexus was third, so I got third. And then Sora Quill got fourth. So yeah, I might as well update all these. Who had Venus in the Survivor? I think Sorko had Venus, right? Yeah, so Sorko's now down to just Maria. So Menace has Ben. I have Charlie and Liz. Sorko has Maria, Julian has Kenzie, Yoviver has Q. Sure, I'll add Lymel to the winner leaderboard. Alright, then Spoil Challenge 40. Who do we lose since last stream? Aviv. Wait, okay, so Aviv is gone, who was with the chat, and then Corey is gone, which means I Am Beans is out. So there we go. Alright, that's the update on the drafts. Well, Julian still has Kylan, Bananas, and Michelle. That's kind of insane. Fuck Dondi if Rob doesn't win. I think Jordan's winning Dondi at this point.
Are you finished?
Like I think at this point it's like, yeah, I think Boss Rob's probably just out. Again, I think the fact that they had this cliffhanger on like, oh, is it Boss Rob or is it Amy? It's like, well, like probably means it's Boss Rob then, right?
Have a pleasant day.
But yeah, I think more than likely, I think it's Jordan winning, which will be funny. But who else is like again? Like it's either Boston Rob or Jordan. It's not Amy or Stephanie. But again, like you have to remember that this isn't Survivor. This isn't a show that has like a history, like documentation on how they edit their show, along with the fact that like. We don't know if the Dondi production crew cares about like who wins, or like I think it's the thing about Survivor that makes Survivor unique is that it's very clear that Survivor US cares about who wins and how they portray them. Where like with Dondi, it's like we don't know if they care. So like obviously I don't think they're gonna make their winner like as hateable as someone like Stephanie, but like I don't think they care about like, oh, this person has to be on the show constantly. Because I think they were upset that Erica won. And by me saying they care about who is winning, I don't mean that as in like they're going to necessarily like overexert themselves in editing them a certain way. I mean they actually care in the sense that they'll be upset at like certain people winning and that sort of thing. So like I think Jeff Probst legitimately like cares about the result of the season. Yeah, I haven't talked about Circle yet, which I thought was pretty good. I will say I was a little bit surprised by the ending. I was very much expecting a Kyle win, and I'm perfectly fine without a Kyle win. Like I'm really not like that invested on like who exactly wins this, but again, I thought it was a good finale. I thought it was a good season as a whole. I think up there, maybe my best, or maybe the best Circle season, US season. Not all time. I think UK 1 is still the best, but I also actually like kind of like the new format for the finale, which is like funny because like obviously it was because probably one lower budget along with the fact that they had no host. Because I believe Michelle, the typical host, like this was filmed during the writer's strike or the actor strike, so she couldn't do it. But I still like I kind of like the like aspect of like, okay, we're just gonna like kind of yada yada through a lot of this, and we get more focus on like the players themselves. Do I want to shoot this?
Let's go.
Okay, I will shoot. For sure, no matter what, Liz is the best from Nami tribe. I mean, placement-wise, at least. Can I not do anything until the next turn? That's kind of annoying. This is kind of like Baldur's Gate. Yeah. In terms of the fact that it's turn-based and everything. But at least it's a game I've actually played before. Still playing Kenzie, yeah. I will say I do think this has been a little bit of a rough stretch for her. But I don't think it's like extremely detrimental. I'll say the biggest thing for me of this episode is like just how much she wanted Q out and Q doesn't go. I think that's probably the biggest negative there for Kenzie. But also, like, that's the same negative that, like, someone like Charlie has. So it's like, when we're looking at the top contenders, like, Ben is the only one that gets his target out. So it is kind of a weird situation there. Is this good? Yeah, let's do that. Bailey is mother? Well, thanks for the resub. Yeah, sure, yeah. Does Ben rock? Obviously. Dude, I fucking rewatched I rewatched the Banu scene so many times of them on the journey, and like Banu's like sobbing his eyes out and saying they told me that I was dumb and that like I was a fool or whatever, and then like just Ben in the background just says that does not rock. Like, I watched that so many fucking times while writing the review. I just found that so fucking funny. So like, just I love Ben as a character. Like, Ben is like such a ridiculous character where like just every fucking thing he says has like some sort of rock metaphor to it, which you would think it would be like, oh no, this is just like a thing to get him through casting. But then you like listen to his other interviews and like, no, this is just how he talks. This is legitimately how he talks. Well, I can't do anything with him. That's kind of bullshit. I can't do anything with substance with him either. Cool. Ben is a Ninja Turtle. That is a thing. Do I not like Bailey beating Anthony? I mean, like, again, like, I'm fine with it. I would vote for Anthony, but I'm, like, fine with a Bailey win. I think Bailey's an incredible character. Like, just her, like, natural reactions, like, constantly through, like, the entire, like, finale process, like, the live finale stuff. Like, you could just tell she is this, like, really entertaining presence just naturally to where, again, like, I'm fine with a Bailey win. Again, I think she played a solid game. Again, I think Anthony played a better game. But Bailey's still good. I have not watched any Survivor Quebec, I don't believe, in a while. I did watch Traders Quebec, though, actually. And straight up, I do not remember what happened anymore. I watched it, like... Actually, was it yet? Maybe it was yesterday, actually. Maybe it wasn't that long ago, but I generally don't remember it. I also binged the entirety of Physical 100 since last stream, which I will say I actually really loved. I think they fixed a lot of the issues from Season 1. It's still not perfect. I still think they go on a bit too long with certain matches and stuff. But still, I really did enjoy this season of Physical 100. Where again, it just feels like a show that I would just fucking adore. If I watched it when I was a kid. Venus or Jamie? Probably Jamie. As a player. Or in terms of their games, I should say. BBCan alumni hate BBCan 12 casts. I mean, the BBCan alumni love Anthony, so... I would assume that they, I guess it's not like I would assume they would dislike the jurors for not voting for anything, but I do think there's also, like, I've seen a lot of, like, sentiment from the alumni about, like, how dumb this cast is also. Oh, 100%. Physical 100 is better than Modern Ninja Warrior. Physical 100 is better than Modern Challenge. Like, really, when watching Physical 100, I'm thinking, like, this is what the challenge wants to be. Which is a radically different show than what the challenge should be. Like, there should not even be this comparison. Yeah, I do genuinely think that this is what, like, this is what they want the challenge to be. Nice position. You'll be do that. Who 46 do I think will be likely for 50 besides Q? Tevin. I think the top two from 46 for 50 are Q and Tevin. I think Hunter at this point is also very likely. I would say like someone like Tiffany is possible. Let's see. We'll have to see how Kenzie's run ends. to like secure like if she is. I don't think Venus is back. Siren survive. Which one is Siren? Is Siren the show that I was thinking of watching? There was a show that I was like thinking about watching. I just never got around to. It was Siren. Okay. Yeah, the one of all the women. It's just women, right? Yeah. Yeah, I did think about watching it. I just never got around to it for the 2023 video. I'm gonna watch it eventually. Yeah, I did see Cyrell is on Amazing Race Australia, which again, she was fun on what's it called, on Challenge. I would be a little bit underwhelmed though if she's like the only reality TV person on Amazing Race Australia. I think I would prefer if there was like someone from a show I care more about. But I mean, she's still fun TV though. I've not played Hades 2. I've not even played Hades 1. I do want to. I just never got around to it. She won elimination where she had bronchitis. That is a thing she did. That's in the Final Four. In terms of the people or in terms of the games? In terms of the games, yeah, I thought it was an improvement upon Season 1. In terms of the people, it's like again, like I thought like they were definitely better edited than Season 1's, where again, like that was my big criticism about Season 1 is that like who the fuck are these people? It's like none of these people, like literally I think like one of the finalists was a person that got any highlight throughout the season. Like the rest of them were just like random people that just like I guess they're on the show now. Where like with this season it was a really great Final Four. And also the winner like surprised me too. I did not expect the winner. And the I think the winner was probably the person that was the least edited of the finalists. And throughout that can be a bit underwhelming, but I think it still led to me being like pleasantly surprised. Rumors Ferris on Amazing Race Australia. I kind of doubt that, right? But yeah, I would be okay with that though, obviously. I think Purple Tribe is cursed in the new era. What are the other Purple Tribes? So Tika. Is that it? Was there no Purple Tribe in the 41-42 cycle? So I mean, we're at 2. So we'll probably see. Oh wow, that actually hits him. I can't do it, so that's great. Final Four's names? Alright, let's see. So I know Andre Jin. Which I will say, I remember from last stream you mentioned like what's my thoughts on Andre Jin, which I found like really random. I was like thinking the entire season that Andre Jin was gonna win, and then he didn't. So I was like, okay, well that's something. But yeah, who else is there? You got Hung Bum? That's his name, right? Second place guy. You got Anati. Something like that, right? The winner, and then Justin Harvey, right? Was 4th place. There we go. I actually remember people. Andy voted out Lexus because he wanted the hot chocolate votes. Oh, 100%. Like, I think that is the sense that I get. Is that I think his view of it is that he thought because Lexus was there, that Lexus would get the hot chocolate votes. But obviously that's not a good read. Like I think he very much underestimated Bailey's relationships with the hot chocolate women. Where did Kenzie rank winning New Era winners? Not great, to be honest. I think she would like love to see how it plays out. As of right now, I think could be worse. Like I think she could be the worst winner of the New Era. We'll have to see. Like I think she's on par with like Gabler or Marianne. But like it's not good. Yeah, Kenzie's like not that great of a player seemingly. Like she is, again, like she seems to be very good socially. People do seem to like her. But do I want that? I think I do, right? Oh wait, no, I was thinking that was a ninja. God damn it. She should not be going for Q. Well, I mean, I think she should be going for Maria, but Maria has immunity. If Maria has immunity, I mean... who should she be going for? I guess Charlie? But does she think she can beat Charlie? Actually, either way, though. Yeah, actually, either way, it would be... But wait, but like Charlie has shown. Actually, no. I think the move is still Q. Because like the thing about Q is that he like while he can't win at the end, he's still someone that is again like likely to win challenges. Is connected to Maria in a way that like it doesn't seem like he would flip against Maria. To where while again Charlie obviously seems to be very close to Maria. Like Charlie has voiced numerous times now that he's very willing to cut Maria, and more than likely will. And I think like if Charlie's not as big of a jury threat as what we're like assuming he is, then like I think Q is the right move to separate them. Oh well, okay. Well, are we talking about this round or are we talking about before? Because before, no, I think 100% yeah. Like the last few rounds, the move is yeah. Like I think she blew the opportunity in picking up Q and essentially let Maria pick him up as a number. We're talking about like yeah, like before this round, 100% yeah. She should have been working with Q. But I think at the position that we're at right now, then I would agree with her targeting Q. Fuck off. I can't do anything? Okay, well, that's kind of bullshit. I don't even care enough to destroy these. Rooting for Justin Harvey. I don't know. Like, I was kind of like whatever on Justin Harvey, because like I was kind of like, I think it's like not a great look if you have a Korean show about physicality and like the American guy wins, or like, I think he's South African, but anyway, the not Korean guy wins. I feel like I don't know, that's not a great look, but I was fine with him though. Yeah, I guess yeah, he was the only one not a leader. If Maria goes out 6, do I think Q goes out 5? Like edit wise, yes. Logically, should he? Probably not, right? Like, if Maria goes, then, like, Q's not that big of a threat anymore, right? Because at that point, he's just a goat. When we're, like, so close to the end. We're, like, I guess, like, the only worry is that, like, would he win, challenges? Oh, wow, I'm actually fucked. Holy shit, I didn't realize I lost half my health already. They won 4 comps and survived the block twice. Did she actually win 4 comps? Like, what 4 comps are we talking about? Because like she won the Movie Night Massacre one, right? But like that's not even like a real, like that's not like a formal competition. She won. Are we like including like part 2? Because that's also like not really a full competition. Because what she won, like her HOH win at Final Four, that was her first HOH, and then she won a veto, right? So she only won like 2 like proper competitions. If I do this... Anyway, I'll still do it. Anthony cutting Bailey or Josh cutting Betty? I mean, like... What, you mean cutting Lexus, I assume? But, like, as in, like, which one's worse? Or which... Like, obviously, I think the Betty moment made for better TV. In terms of, like, gameplay and which one's, like, worse, I would probably say Anthony's is worse. Where, like, I think with Anthony, it's like a situation where, like, you're taking someone that is, like, on your level, of, like, someone that's absolutely hated by the jury and no one wants to really vote for, next to, like, instead of taking that person, you take the person who is the biggest jury threat of the entire season outside of Victoria, pretty much. I guess Avery also, but like still, like one of the biggest jury threats on the entire season. You're taking that person to where with Josh, it's like you're again like the choice is like it doesn't matter. Like he loses against both. Like he has no shot against both. Like it doesn't matter as much. Like obviously from a personal standpoint, it's worse in the sense that he had this like really close friendship with Betty, and he's burning that for Kevin. But from a gameplay front, it's like he was fucked either way. And like he had an accurate read of Betty's jury, of her being a jury threat. He just didn't recognize how big of a jury threat Kevin also was. While like with Anthony, it's like a complete misread of both. So yeah, I think Anthony's is worse. At least Josh was manipulated into it. Anthony's just stupid. Again, like I understand Anthony's rationale, in the sense that yeah, like I think it does come down to like hot chocolate. What to do here? Okay, who am I hitting here? Ooh, that's a lot. Okay. So we can hit more. I don't really care. Of the final four, only actually, I didn't realize that. That is the case. Yeah, he's the only one for real. Like, using his, like, proper Korean name. Is Cubic's GOAT of the new era? Probably not. I don't know. Maybe. I mean, like, I think it's tough to distinguish who's the biggest GOAT ever. Because, like, we only have, like, the sample size of the people on the season to begin with. But, he's definitely not well respected. What? I can't hit... Okay, fuck Ryuji with a fucking short range on his gun. Actually, where the fuck is Yusuke? I don't even know what this is.
Now it's my turn. Wipe them out.
Okay. Still can't get through, so it doesn't matter. Do I legitimately believe Sarah Wade has a shot returning? Like, do I think she has a shot? Yes. Do I think she'll be on? No. But do I think she'll be called? Yes. Like, I would be, yeah, I would be surprised if she's not at least in the running.
Let's get in there.
And by that, I mean, like, again, getting the availability call. Do I think she'll be at casting finals? Probably not. I think she'll probably be cut by then. But yeah, I think she's definitely going to be in consideration.
Nice cover. Show what we got.
I mean, I think they just look at Sarah Wade as someone that had a lot of potential. Okay, this is bullshit. How can he not, like, do anything? Okay, well, that's dumb. I think Owen's pretty comparable to Q. I think Owen at least had a shot. Like, in the Owen, Casti, Gabler Final 3. Like, I think there's a world where he gets votes. I think he needed, like a better argument. But I don't think he's, like, the goatiest of goats, where people didn't like, because, like, it's not like people didn't like him. Like, people didn't respect his game. But with Q, it's like people don't respect his game and also just outright don't like him. It's, like, kind of the double-edged sword. Of, like, people just, like, double-edged sword is probably not the right term, but it's, like, again, like, people hated him on, like, every front. Imagine Brad and Q on the island together? Well, that's not happening. She did nothing. I mean, she found a fake idol and didn't play it. You're saying that's nothing? Oh, this doesn't do anything. Ugh. How does that not hit both? Like, that's fucking ridiculous. They're right next to each other. Say Samadi versus Johnson final. Remind you of CJ versus Zach. It actually did to me too. Yeah, I did kind of get that. If Q makes final 3, he is worse losing finalist than Jake. I actually no. I'm like, in terms of game, I don't think so. Because yeah, as much as like Q again probably has like no chance of winning the game or anything. Like he at least like he at least was in the majority early on in the game. Even coming to the merge, he was in the initial majority at the merge. It's like, I think people have played worse games than Q. Though obviously, like, Q's game just completely unravels due to his, like, own doing.
Alright, let's do this.
Actually, let's do this.
I can still fight. Wipe them out.
Go here.
Now it's my turn.
Bruce is worse than Q? I mean, yeah, but, like... like, Bruce obviously didn't get to the end or anything. Which, again, I don't think fucking Q will either. Yeah, in retrospect, rewatching 45, like, Bruce is so bad.
Stay calm.
which one do I want to do? This is all kind of... Oh, wait, this does hit... Oh, wait, this hits them both.
Let's go. Take
If I were in charge of Survivor 50, would... Oh, if I was in charge of Survivor 50, would I give Brad Reese a call? Yeah. He's not gonna make it on, though.
Wipe them out.
Yeah, as much as I like Brad, like, he's not gonna make my Survivor 50 cast. Considering just how many people you could potentially have.
Now it's my turn.
Like, I would have him back for, like, a second chance sort of season. But not for Survivor 50. Who are some Survivor players that I never thought of where I would rank them versus Jim Lynch? There's probably a lot. Like, especially a lot from, like, the middle, like, seasons, I feel like. Like, from, like, Guatemala to, like, Philippines, maybe? Or probably further than that. The Cagayan. I feel like there's, like, a lot of people in, like,
Wipe them out.
that era that I'm like, yeah, I've never thought about where they would rank ever.
Gotta get ready.
What do I want to do here?
Nice position. You'll be well hidden.
Persona!
Oh, we'll do that. I feel like it would have been an incredible story for, yeah. And yeah, that's kind of the ending that I was expecting from the season, but
Oh, that's rad.
obviously didn't happen.
Now it's my turn.
Is this good? Oh wait, it's fucking Ryuji. I'm an idiot.
Alright, let's do this.
Okay.
This ends now.
Who played a dominant game that I don't think that they're an amazing player? Victoria.
Perfectly ready.
Like, I think Victoria, like, on this season, like, was in a very dominant position through all of it. I think she was a terrible player, though. And I think she also, like, didn't play a particularly good game outside the fact that she was in a dominant position. Because, like, every fucking decision she made in the game was fucking terrible. What is this game? It's Persona 5 Tactica. It's a strategy, strategy RPG spin-off of Persona 5. Which I've been playing in my off-stream. But I just haven't had time recently to play it because I've been working on all the reviews. And I also felt like I needed a game that I could, like, focus a bit less on than something like Baldur's Gate for this stream, considering I feel like there's a lot to talk about. Next stream there's going to be nothing to talk about, so that will be... I'll probably start Baldur's Gate. I don't know. I'm debating what I want to do with Baldur's Gate, because, like, in reality, I think I'm probably only going to play... Like, I think what I'm going to do is, like, play it for one stream and just never play it again. I don't see stream as real life. I mean, it's something. Yeah, obviously I think of I think of the chat as toys. That's obviously exactly what I think of the chat as. Is the game coming out tomorrow? I actually didn't even know that. I didn't realize it was that soon, because I felt like I remember, like, seeing when the premiere came out, and assumed that, like, it was still a ways off from when the rest, from the next batch of episodes was, but if it's coming out tomorrow, that's kind of insane. I guess I'll watch it. Big Easy got dropped from All-Stars 5, well, that's a tragedy. Oh, maybe, yeah, maybe we'll have challenge, finale spoilers. Yeah, I thought about that, like, at the very beginning of stream, that it was implied that Lexus would have beat Anthony. Which, that's something.
Not on my level, of course, but who is?
I mean, will I make it that far to romance anybody? That is the question.
We did it.
My Andy Pixar era, sure.
Toshiro stood up for himself and fought that battle on his own.
Why is it New Era Orange Tribe comes with the numbers? Yet they have, like, they have the numbers, like, coming to merge. Yeah, is that the case with Orange? Let's see. So we got, obviously, Nami. We have, which, I'm too fair, Sega also, like, crumbled, at least initially. Not necessarily from, like, them taking, like, each other out, but, like, the first two boots were both Sega. But, yeah, like, so... What, Ratu Which, I mean, that wasn't that disastrous, Ratu. You have sex early in Baldur's Gate? Well, I can't wait. I'm so excited for that. Would Bailey taken Lexus? I believe so, but I don't know for sure because I haven't seen the extra press. But based on how she was talking at the time of the Final Four, it did seem like that was the case.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but
Who I want to be on 50 if I could pick? I've been thinking about this. I might actually end up making a casting video for 50, like specifically on 50. But even then, that'll be for a bit later. But like, yeah, like if I were to personally pick, I mean, obviously a lot of people, but like of the people that like aren't like the super obvious people, I mean, like I would put Omer on. Even though, again, I think there's going to be a debate there of, like, how do we, like, do we put Omer, do we put Drea, that sort of thing. And I think they'll pick Drea. I would pick Omer, personally, obviously. I'm not sure, like, again, like, obviously there's just going to be so many people you can cast from, though, where, like, I personally would like to see, like, Dwight play again. I don't know if he would make my cut if it's only, like, 18 people, though. But, again, I would like to see Dwight play again. Let's see. Who else isn't, like, super obvious? Because obviously, like, get Q, obviously. I mean, like, from 45, Katura, I think is someone that I would actually like to see back. Drew, I think is someone that I, like, rewatching 45. I think Drew's an incredible character.
I'm done for.
Who else?
For nothing.
Like, I probably wouldn't have Carson on my cast. At least I don't think I would. I do like Sifu, actually. I would like to see Sifu play again. I don't know if he makes my cut of 18 people, but like I do like Sifu. Same with J Maya, but J Maya definitely doesn't make my cut. I wouldn't only do New Era. I mean, like, I think I would do post, like, Cambodia, probably. I think I would, like, largely limit it to that, just because, like, I don't feel like we need to see Legends of the game on this season. I don't think we need to see, like, the people that were on Winners of War, essentially, or even people that we've seen, like, many, many times. Now, again, like, through listening to Jeff's interviews that he's done more recently, I think we could be seeing them, which is kind of worrying. But we'll see. We'll see how it goes. Well, Matt Blankenship, I like him. Do I think he'll come back? No. I think he'll be in the casting pool. I don't think he'll make the cut, though.
I'm sorry.
I think Franny could make the cut, though. But I don't think Matt will. No, Shan makes murder second time. I mean, is Shan even going to be there? I would want Shan on my cast, though, straight up. Like, I would put Shan on my cast. I would. Shan and Ricard. I would put Ricard, too. But I don't know if they make it at this point. I would like Sydney back, and I think Sydney will be in the casting pool for sure. I'll be surprised if she doesn't get a call. I don't know if, again, she'll make the cut at this point, and I don't know if she'll be willing to come back at either. But yeah, I would expect her. Rather see Carson and Drew. I'm the opposite. I don't really want to see Carson back, to be honest. Not because of, like, his outside of the game persona, but more so because, like, what's the point? He's just gonna be an early boot anyway. Like, Carson is so fucked on the return. And also, yeah, he's not even, like, that interesting of a TV character. At least Drew is, like, really, like, kind of over-the-top villain at points. Like, Carson's just so bland.
Yeah. Thanks, Toshiro.
Why do I think Shan, production wants Shan Ricard? Because there's a lot of reports post-season about how Shan, was not, like, they didn't like how she acted post-season. Or, like, post getting voted out. And that she was, like, a pain to handle at Ponderosa. And a lot of that came from the person that spoiled 42. So it's, like, that seems, like, somewhat credible. It makes it out of the fact that they allowed her to be on USA. Which, to me, screams out as, like, oh, they don't, like, they were kind of, like, willing to let her go. I don't think she's, like, absolutely not on 50, though. But I think it's not as likely as some of the other people that are, like, I think, like, Drea is more likely than Shan. And I think and I also think 41's in a bad spot of being, like, the first of the new era. So through that, I think a lot of that cast just not going to be as remembered by the time of 50. And when it comes to Ricard, I just don't think they ever liked Ricard that much. Where, like, yeah, like Ricard never screamed out to me as someone that like Jeff Probst ever like really really liked.
Time to write.
Okay. Was that the end of Palace 3? I am towards the end of the game, by the way. Like, this is like, I don't know. I would say, like, I have, like, what, like, 6, 7, 8 hours maybe left.
I was...
Drew at least hams it up and is funny sometimes. Yeah.
You seem distressed.
Oh, yeah, like, Drew's, like meltdowns after not getting picked for reward is funny. What makes you think Sarah Wade, production like Sarah Wade? Jeff specifically said at the time of 44 that Sarah Wade is someone that, like, he really likes and he could see her being brought back. Like he says on the On Fire podcast, how much he likes Sarah Wade. Thoughts on Jasmine and Keefla's run? Jasmine, I thought, had a great run, like TV-wise. I think this might be, like, Jasmine's, like, most entertaining season. I think this also might be Jasmine's, like, most impressive season socially, for whatever that's worth. In terms of, like, it seemed like she was, like, pretty well protected by a lot of the house. In terms of Keefla's likable guy. Like, I have nothing against Keefla. He's also not, like, the most riveting TV in the world, but he's not bad either. I wouldn't be opposed to seeing him back. Thoughts on Tola's question to Bailey? I don't even remember what the question is, but Tola was super bitter, though. Which, like, I don't even understand. Like, I mean, I do, but, like, it's also dumb, though. Like, I get that he's bitter in the sense that, like, Anthony voted for me, but, like, who fucking cares? You were going home anyway. Oh, question was about why Anthony should lose, yeah. I mean, I don't know. What's there to really say about that? But we didn't talk about Big Brother. We got Big Brother premiere date. Oh, by the way, I did see this. Kyle and Daniel hanging out, which, thank God. Yeah, Big Brother's starting late this year. It's starting, what, like 1 to 2 weeks later than normal? Is it confirmed live move-in? I thought it wasn't confirmed live move-in. It's a 2-day, like, it's a 2-episode, like, premiere week, right? We have, like, Wednesday and Thursday. Oh, did Julie say? I haven't even seen an interview with Julie. Oh, I'm sorry. I think Tola definitely was, like, made bitter by the women in the house. To be fair, he did leave, like, being pro Bailey anyway, but, like, I think, like, you have his, like, exit press, where, like, by his exit press, he still had Anthony #1 as, like, the person he would vote for. But, like, Bailey was, like, the #1 of all the women, and it's, like, obviously that very much turned in the jury, and I think there's obviously a reason for that.
Have something to do with Arena.
Then, from the sounds of
Could BB26 be a night 1 eviction? Hopefully fucking not.
kidnapped her.
We have to save her. Let's go find her before.
I mean, I don't know if that's, like, indicative of a live move-in, as in, like, just saying it'll happen on that day. I don't know. That doesn't scream out. Like, I would not expect it to be a live move-in, personally. I think it's a very strange thing to do, to have 2 episodes in a row, if it's a live move-in. Because, like, if you have a live move-in day 1, then, like, what is the second episode going to be? Like, you're not gonna be able to fucking, like, edit together a full episode in that time. And, like, how, like, would they just, like, make it another, like, live episode, but, like, a live episode, like, with a full day of stuff that we're just not gonna see in between? Like, that's very strange. I think BB 12 is still decent. Behind season 3, I think there's much worse than season 3. Yeah, Tola's opinion on Victoria coming in the house. I don't know if it was necessary. Well, actually, I guess, like, did Tola do his exit press from the jury house? So maybe it was when Victoria came in. Rank Victoria's 3 big moves. Oh, wait, we're talking about Veronica from, I read that as Victoria and thought it was Spicy Bee. We're talking about Veronica on the challenge. Yeah, that was insane, by the way. That was actually genuinely insane. The fact that Nicole picks Veronica, and then, like, Veronica just, like, says a couple things to her, and Nicole's like, oh, nope, I'm picking Jasmine. Lasts for 6 turns. Okay.
Better jot that down.
Um, total rank the guys first. Yeah. I believe his ranking was it Anthony, Todd,
right.
Bailey,
I am
Lexus,
certain
Victoria.
you'll be able to resist
Is that what?
attracting-
Actually, that's also the thing. He was super bitter at Victoria, right?
You wish to
Like,
perform,
why
finish?
did why did he get convinced by Victoria? When like he was super bitter against Victoria. Like that's actually really stupid, actually, in retrospect. But that's Tola for you. I'll be like, I think Tola is not the most strategically minded person in the world. Where I think when it comes to like Big Brother, I think he's not that smart. Yeah, I don't know how he is in real life and like how all that stuff, but like I think when specifically we're talking about like the game of Big Brother and how he views the game, I think he sees it in a very shallow way. Taught on player ranking. I've actually already recorded that. Actually, this is something I did to. So like last night, I recorded the player ranking up to number 4. Well, like up through number 5. And then I got caught up on everything up to the final 4 on the review. To where, yeah, like I already know where Todd in. Like, so Todd, I think Todd, I landed at number 8. I did very much debate him and Tola though. Where like for me, it's like the main decision maker ended up being the fact that like Todd was gonna go week 4 and got saved by a twist.
What would you like to do?
Where if it wasn't for that, I would have had him above Tola.
Which persona will you choose? Are you finished?
But I didn't.
This place.
In what world did Anthony think that Victoria, Avery, Caleb would vote for? I think he thought he would get hot chocolate. Which again, he was wrong. It's a massive misread from him. But I think he genuinely thought that hot chocolate would always vote for like the other black player at the end. Like I think that's why he cut Lexus, because he assumed that okay, well if Lexus is there, then because Victoria is bitter, she's gonna get hot chocolate to vote for Lexus. But without Lexus there, they're forced to vote for me, which is like such a misread.
What would you like to do? Do you wish to perform a fusion? Which persona will you choose?
Let's see. What is that? Level 56? Oh, that's a downgrade.
Is this persona?
Wait, no, I don't want that in this one. Not this.
Please wait just a moment.
Apparently Anthony was so devastated he didn't want to do photos or interviews after. Really? Is that the case? I thought I saw, what's his name? Isaiah from, like, RHP and then, is it Silent Podcast he does? He has a picture with Anthony, doesn't he? I'm pretty sure I saw that on Twitter right before I started streaming. Let's see. Yeah, he has a picture of Anthony, so yeah, I don't think that's true then. Anthony is Tactica era. Very random, but is Dre number 4 and a BB Cam 5 player ranking? Maybe? I'm not sure. She's high. I don't know, 4. I think it would be a debate there of like, okay, will William be higher? William got kind of screwed out of the game. Even like Dylan, I think you could like make an argument. And even like Bruno, I think you can make an argument, but I don't know. I think she is a like good player considering.
Are you finished?
Like the context of the season.
Will you choose? What would you like to do? You wait.
I don't know, 4 exactly. Dylan's on the bonding target. Dylan led the charge in getting Dre out. But again, you can definitely debate if that was the right call. I guess that's actually probably the thing that that makes it more questionable. But I think an issue is the fact that I don't think he wins the jury though. Found the quote. He was having a hard time with photos and interviews, but did them regardless. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I feel like it's like a Paul BB19 situation where like he's definitely going to be like a bit out of it. He's not going to be like particularly happy, but he's still probably going to do them, right? Todd's the worst penultimate juror. I would say, yeah, is he worse than Brittany? I'm not sure. Because Brittany definitely got saved by a lot of twists. But I feel like Brittany, again, had more win equity. Brittany probably wins if she gets to the end. And we'll fucking keep the same crew. Kind of wish it would have been a Todrick situation in terms of like he just like left.
Be careful.
Number one Heroes of Villains player ranking. Probably. I don't know. Would I do Party or would I do Russell? I'll probably do. Not sure actually.
Cover.
Persona.
I might do Russell.
All right, Joker. Nice hiding spot.
Now's the time. Let's go.
We'll do that one. Brittany goes home without the coup d'etat. Yeah, but obviously, but the thing with Todd is that his thing was so much earlier. Like Todd gets booted week 4. But also I'm trying to think of what other because Brittany's entire really BB Can 3 in general is a game that was so influenced by twists that it's very tough to properly gauge a lot of the gameplay on that season, especially for the people that were benefited by those twists. Oh wow, that does a lot of damage. Do that. But so again, I think Canada gets saved or Canada, fuck me. I think Todd gets saved just so much earlier than Brittany. It's the debate there because I think in general I think Brittany again had more win equity, did more in the game for whatever that's worth. Isn't it? Whatever. We'll do that. Yeah. I feel like she had more agency in the game. Even though I think Todd. Wow. Okay, that knocked me down. I think Todd had good moments. Because I think the jury perceiving Todd as someone that did absolutely nothing. That's not really true. Again, Todd led the charge against Kayla the first time around during the Movie Night Massacre. We saw him do pretty good work in pulling in Elijah right before Elijah went home. So he does good stuff. It's just that it never came to roost. It never led to it never had the opportunity to matter. But he did do good stuff at points, but he also did a lot of bad. So it's wait, I forgot what I was doing here. Oh, my entire goal is just to last a few turns. I completely forgot about that. Why am I trying to kill everybody then?
That's perfect. You'll be safe there.
So kill him. Adam Pike is so shocked Anthony made a blunder by taking Bailey. I mean, I think most people are shocked, right? Did anyone actually expect him? I don't know why you're is this still the same thing of the stream? Yeah, I don't know why you're posting this over and over again. I've seen it before. You thought Anthony had the game in the bag? I mean, I don't think he really does. I'm pretty sure Wilson reviews it, right? Talked before. Or Paul never entered the house in BB19. I mean, again, who the fuck knows? I do think Cody probably would have had control for the early game, or at least been in the majority alliance for the early game. I doubt it sticks. That's a rock paper scissors. I thought it was dumb. I think it's bad on like I think like the fact that she came off as like really indecisive is really bad. The fact that she like picks Q to be in the rock paper scissors is also really bad. Just the general notion of like leaving it to rock paper scissors also really stupid. Which, by the way, that's the one takeaway from like I didn't even talk about like what happened on Fire Podcast because like it wasn't that notable of an episode. The one thing though was like Jeff fucking loved rock paper scissors. Obviously, fucking talking about, oh my god, we need to bring rock paper scissors back to Survivor. It's like, what the fuck are you talking about? Like it fucking just keeps on adding to the Jeff loving just like random shit, as in like literal randomness. I mean. No poll, Elena wins, obviously. Gotta love Elena. Best BB US player of all time. This is BB Can 12 and I mean like to me it's not that like I get why you would vote Bailey over Anthony. I disagree with it. But like I at least get it. Again, like for me it would have been more egregious if it was Lexus beating Anthony. Like, I think that would have been the position where, like, I'll be like, okay, the jury just, like, you know, what the fuck are they doing? Like, I think Bailey being Anthony, again, like, I think Anthony played the better game and everything, but, like, I can see why they would vote Bailey, though. Considering, like, their, like, state of mind of, oh, I can't move. Yeah, that's the thing. It's like, yeah, I think it comes from the place of, like, we knew that Bailey was just, like the biggest jury threat on the board for so long now. That the fact that, like, he has that misread, when, like, almost everyone's leaving the house talking about loving Bailey, it's like, well, yeah, that's partially his fault at that point. Or, again, if he took Lexus and lost, then I would say, okay, he lost, like, doing the best he could possibly do. Whereas, like, at this point, it's like, okay, there's at least, like, something that you can say, okay, this is just dumb. Like, why'd you do that? Is he a fake ass little bitch? I mean, obviously. I mean, you didn't hear it on the show. I think, is Survivor Spencer around anymore? I assume Survivor Spencer's gone. I don't think he was even around for 45, was he? Let's see. Yeah, he's been gone since 44. What travesty. Can't believe it. Horacio and Narisa in the Q&A did apply for Amazing Race. Hopefully they make it on. That'd be cool. I don't know if they would be allowed, but I mean, like, obviously it is still it's still Paramount and everything, so maybe they'll make it on. It's not really worth doing, right? That's not really worth doing.
I'll cut them down.
Should watch Meme View calling everyone racist and sexist. I think I'm good. But yeah, I've never watched any of Meme View. But again, like Meme View is like they actually like they are like Survivor Spencer, but like just making a joke of it, right? That's what Meme View is. He was actually funny, isn't it? More frustrating is a bitter jury, Avery and Lex. Wait, Avery and Victoria or Lex and Big Tom? Probably Avery and Victoria. Because yeah, I understand why Lex and Big Tom are bitter. And do I think it's hypocritical, especially for like Lex? Yeah, but I get it. Like I think it makes sense. While with Victoria, I think it like yeah, Avery, I think it's just like following whatever Victoria does. And when it comes to Victoria, I think it simply comes down to the fact that I think she's bitter at the fact that she's like got outplayed by the other All-Star. And I think that became very apparent during the jury roundtable, where like she had to openly say that he just didn't want to accept that I was the better All-Star, which is like, oh, that's what this is actually about then. To where, yeah, I think that's where the bitterness is emanating from. What is this? By being nominated. Oh, I did see this. Which, yeah, I mean, again, it's insane. Like the record Anthony has in terms of like longest time without being nominated. Where like he never was genuinely nominated on either of his seasons. Like the only time he was nominated in
Excellent position, Fox.
in BB Can 7 was that Final 3.
You're on a roll.
And the only time he was nominated this season was at Final 4 after the veto had been used.
Direct hit. Fox.
Like that is like a really, really insane thing to accomplish. They played 2 full seasons, getting to the final 2 twice, and like never was like properly nominated. And she cast Victoria's ass on her way out instead of blasting her. Yeah, probably.
Hang in there.
But I don't think it would have mattered that much either. No.
More enemies. What now?
100%. Yeah, he was the target at the Final 4, even though he wasn't nominated. But I still think the fact that like Bailey kept him off the block is like kind of insane though. Like I get it. I think it is probably the right call for her in that spot where again, I think you still should maintain your relationship with Anthony even though you don't really trust him and don't really want to actually go to the end with him. Like you should still at least attempt to like preserve that bond. It obviously in the case of what actually happens of
Now it's my turn.
like still allowing Anthony to think that you were loyal the entire time and want to take it to the end. Like I think it makes a lot of sense. But like still it's like allowing him to keep that record though is still kind of insane to think about. Why am I even doing this? Like I don't even need to do any of this at this point, right? Can I hit any of them?
That's perfect. You'll be safe
Oh.
there.
I'll do that. I think Anthony could stop V from being bitter, but somehow it makes his bad situation worse. I agree. Again, that's what I said at the time. Is that like, I think he should have played that differently in terms of like how he sent Victoria out. I don't think it would have mattered, but like I do think he should have like played more into like this is something I like need to do to like get redemption, that sort of bullshit. Like I think that's the story he should have sold more. And like yeah, you're just like too good of a player. Instead of like making it that like, oh, this is your fault, like you're the reason I'm doing it. Which again, I do actually believe that is the case. I do think this is a situation where like if she never did anything against him, I think he would have taken her to the end and lost against her.
Not the deposed vice principal.
But because like she did do those things, I think that is the reason why he flipped. But again, don't sell it that way. Which again, like I think that at the end of the day, that is like probably still tied to his biggest flaws as players. I think he is like still too loyal, and too like hung up on loyalty. Even though again, like I still think from Victoria's perspective, it's very rich considering she wasn't loyal to anybody. That she's like really bitter over how like Anthony preaches loyalty. But I still think that is like
I just can't tell the difference.
More important,
Anthony is a weirdly emotional
How did
player.
things turn out at school?
I don't know if I would like. Is it emotional? I think it's more so like I don't know if I would classify that as emotional,
Sounds like everyone got a crappy ending out of this, didn't they?
but it's more so like
I'm sure this hasn't
like
been
what
easy
is
for you.
important to you. I guess I don't know. It's not like
You don't have to lie.
I don't know how to describe it. Because to me, like that's not
Start
emotional.
blaming us for it.
And
And you're the only one at school who they can.
because
vent
it's
at.
not like based around logic,
Sorry.
but it is like
Sorry,
just a
Victoria.
different logic than what I would
just-
typically than what I would use as like someone that like really thinks about it like from a
If
like
it weren't for me.
like that actually like properly looks at this as just a game.
Area I know would never give up, no matter what we were facing.
Because it's not like a situation where
Carefree attitude of yours.
like he's like so upset necessarily that Victoria would go after
sorry.
him or like would do things against him that he turns on her. It's more so like he recognized that, oh, she's not being loyal to me, so like she would eventually take me out, and like that's the reason why he goes against her. So like it's kind of like I don't know, it's still like based around game,
Coming back.
but
Remember?
it's not like it's like I don't know, it's just like a different, like I wouldn't view it that way though. but I don't know. It's kind of like hard to describe. Lex was so loyal to him. He cuts her at the very end. I mean, yeah. Which also, I think, like, also, like, from a jury perspective, I think this is something that Andy does pretty well. In BB-15, of taking Gina Marie to the end and then, like, preaching at the end that, like, see, I was loyal to somebody. I did deal with Gina Marie at the very beginning. I was loyal. So, like, I think, like, that is something Anthony should have done here. Like, even, like, just to keep up the persona of him being loyal to her, at least he can at least he could say that, like, hey, you say I wasn't loyal, I was loyal. I took Lexus to the end. Like, she was my true loyalty or whatever. Where with Bailey, it just really comes out left field. And also, he sells it as if, like, yeah, I thought I could beat her. And, like, that, I think that makes it even worse when, like, the jury is so hung up on loyalty. But also, him, like, okay, while I agree with his, like, final speech and, like, his talking about how, like, oh, like, challenges don't matter, it's the social game and whatever. Like, even though I agree mostly with what he says there, also, not a good look to be, like, fully describing, like, Avery's HOH win. And saying that, like when he says, like, oh, pushing milkshakes, that's not what matters. It's like, well, okay, you didn't need to, like, actually, like, like, fully say a specific jury member's actual HOH win as something that doesn't matter. I'm probably not going to do this shut the fuck up thing. I'm not that angry, I think it's the thing. Like, I've already talked about, actually, Avery and Victoria's bitterness in the video. And, like, I do, like, talk about how, like, hypocritical it is, but, like, I'm not that angry.
You promised your mom, didn't you? To call that a mistake would be... Just don't say you want to run from it all.
Because, like, when it came to, like, watching BB-25 with Jag, when he said, like, the thing at the end that I showed that I could play the game of loyalty, I literally just audibly said, shut the fuck up, like, like, in real time. So this, I was like, okay, yeah, well, this is kind of dumb. Yeah, actually, that was also the thing. I noted that too. I'm going to talk about that in the review. It's also really funny. Yeah, like, he does say that, like, challenges don't matter, and he proceeds to say, I won the last 2 challenges to take me here. It's like, what the fuck are you talking about? Yeah, that was really bad. Like, as a whole, like, I think he did better. Like, I literally rewatched his BB Can 7 final jury performance, and I think he did better this time around. It still wasn't good. Like, that good. But I think he did better. I thought Circle was good. I was surprised by the winner, but not, like, disappointed. I didn't really, but, like, really, I didn't care who won. I've been fine with any of these people winning. But again, I fully thought Kyle was winning. I did, like, fully think Kyle was winning. So, and the fact that he didn't win, again, that's cool. I don't really care either way. Again, at least it led to a bit of a surprise there. Yeah, I already talked a lot about the format earlier, but I would say a questionable move for Olivia to be taking out Miles, right? Not necessarily a bad move, but, like, one where, like, it's funny how, like, it seemed like their, like, entire rationale was like, QT is such a big threat and I want to weaken that, so I'm gonna, like, take out Miles, which, like, I think at the end of the day it works out, because, like, obviously Miles is someone that probably would have rated QT highly. But I feel like the rationale they described on the show was a bit weird.
Sorry for the trouble.
Also, like, QT, like, also I found it weird that, like, didn't Olivia put QT 1? Like, so it's like, what are you doing? Like, I don't know if it was, like, a situation where, like, they thought, okay, everyone else is gonna rate QT last, so I'll rate QT 1. But, like, if you really are trying to win the game and play this, like, strategic game, then it's like, why are you putting QT 1? Like, that felt strange to me.
After all, we're the ones who pushed you to go.
Made sure I for All-Star Retrospect then drop shut the fuck up.
I know it'd be
What, twice?
to say we know how you feel.
Wide band vote for Kenzie? Split vote.
You were just pushing for what
It's
you
always a
believed
split
was
vote.
right, weren't you? No one
I will say, I was surprised it was Ben specifically that did it, because, like, obviously we got this, like, content around, like, her helping him through his panic attack, and you would think that, like, he, like, openly wouldn't want to vote for Kenzie, but I don't know, I guess he did. But yeah, I think it's clearly a split vote.
The girl from your past. We just don't want to see them as
Hey,
mistakes.
whenever there's like one random vote going somewhere, just always assume it's a split vote. Like that's just the rule of thumb. Like it's more than likely a split vote. In the case of Shauna Dart, because I don't think they thought she had the idol.
I take a stand, I falter, then I get discouraged, and you all come to
Everyone got first by somebody, yeah.
only for me to falter
But like
again.
why? Yeah, but like why Olivia put QT first? That's my question. Is Bailey top 10 BB Kim player? Probably, yeah. I talked about this last stream that like I think she's better than Sarah, right? I think Sarah probably has more potential. But I think Bailey played a better game than Sarah. I'll probably put her above Sarah. Sarah's in my top 10. So. I think that's about it, though. I don't think she would make it much higher than that, but I think that's about right. Why did they just straight up vote Kenzie over Venus? What a question. I don't know. Actually, in retrospect, that is actually kind of like obviously like it seemed like on the island she had this perception of being someone that was just like so untrustworthy that like she would just like rat out anything you would tell her, and I guess they wanted to get rid of like that presence. But yeah, it is kind of insane though. Yeah, they take out Venus over Kenzie.
Breaking my promise with my mother. If I ever make a fool of myself again.
Yeah, obviously, yeah. Like Ben was like, you know what, Kenzie helped me through Panic Attack. Let's vote her out. I'm gonna be the only vote to vote her out here.
Well, there you have it.
Oh yeah, most BBCan winners suck. So again, when Bailey, again, I think didn't play the best game of the season, but like it's still decent. And that's enough to put her pretty high on the winner ranking.
We need to go rescue Arena's stat.
BBCan winners never win against a white guy. Wow, holy shit! I never thought about that. Yeah, Jillian. Yeah, Jillian won against a black guy. Same thing with Sarah. Same thing with Bailey. That's very strange, actually. Actually, how many like black men have made it to the finals? It's like a ridiculous number, isn't it? Because like, now I'm thinking about it, like because like
it may just be my gut feeling.
What the last?
I can sense that
So like BBCan 9 and 11 both had black men winning. Josh made it to Final 2 in BBCan 10. Anthony made the Final 2 now. Anthony was finalist also in BBCan 7. Godfrey was and then Gary. Like most seasons have a black guy making it to the end. I never thought about that. That's actually really insane that that's the case. All runners up are white women or POC men. Yeah. Yeah, that's very strange. Never thought about that. Sabrina is white. She's Italian, right? Oh, fuck me. 2 conversations? I think I'm streaming this. Who's not bothering listening to this. Venus played her idol. Would Kenzie go on a revote? Yes, I think so. At least that's the point of putting the split vote on her. And I think with Ben in particular being the one to put the vote on there, I think it makes it pretty clear that they were all on board with it. Where like had it been like Q putting the split on Kenzie down, I'd be like, okay, maybe there's a chance it's Q instead. But like I think when it's Ben putting the split vote, I think it makes it clear that like yeah, the people that were voting Venus, that created the plan to vote Venus, were intending on the other person being Kenzie. Is this canon to what, Persona 5? I don't believe so. Canada voted 3 straight white men as fan favorite. Yeah, that's Canada for you, I guess. Who do you think is going next week on Survivor? Q or Maria? I'll lean Q. Just because I feel like we got like more focus on Maria the next time on. But I would not be shocked if it's Maria either. Yeah, I mean, like, obviously, yeah, like with the BBCan fan favorites, like, it's really just going to go to the same type of people every single time. It's going to go to the people from these, like, smaller communities that, like, really care to vote for their people. I know Ben voted Kenzie even before the final words, because he always spells everyone's name wrong. Yeah, actually, I didn't know who voted Kenzie. Even, like, I missed it even on the final words. I had to, like, look it up on the wiki midway through watching BB Can to see who voted for her. I was surprised it was Ben. Charlie's been talking about getting rid of Q since the Tevin boot. Yeah, for a while, right? Even before the... Like, has he been, like, setting it up since, It's been ever since, like, Q scolded him after the split vote on Venus, right?
Right.
He talked about getting rid of Q. Maria goes at 6. Could Ben get voted out 5? Probably, yeah. Is Q, like, fire-making loser, though? I guess, like, who knows if... I guess, like, is there that much of a difference between Q and Ben in that position? So, yeah, theoretically. Sure, Ben being 5th place would make sense, edit-wise. Like, him being kind of like the Lauren Harp of the season. Maybe that kind of makes sense. Why would Ben get voted out at this point? Relationship with Charlie. Split them up. Actually, I think that's the most, like, practical endgame at this point, right? Where, like, I think if, like, Maria's the biggest around the board, Maria gets taken out next. Final 5, again, Charlie and Ben are a duo. If you have the other 3 get together to vote out, they, like, split up Charlie and Ben. Right. Maybe Charlie wins immunity, you vote out Ben. And you have, like, forced fire making, and, like, who knows what the fuck happens there. But, again, I would assume Q goes. Because, I don't think Q is a finalist, either way. I think they've made it, like, way too apparent that Q would lose if he got to the end. Like, they wouldn't do that if he was actually getting to the end. I probably will, yeah. When will that be? That'll be next Sunday's stream, right? Like a week from Sunday will be the last stream before the finale. So yeah, probably do that. Went back on Q being a losing finalist this episode. Like, Kenzie called him a threat. But not a threat to win, though. Like, she even, like, openly says that. Like, he's a threat to win challenges. But not a threat to win the game. Where, like, we actually got more reinforcement on that, like, Q wouldn't win the game. Like, they're still talking about how much they hate Q, and Q is a terrible person. Again, like, that would not be there if he were to get to the end in the modern era. Like, I think if it was, like, old school Survivor, then that could be there. And again, his edit would be more reminiscent of someone like a Philip. But again, that's just not a thing they do nowadays. They want you to, like, think that everybody has a chance at the end, when they obviously don't. What if Q wins Survivor? Again, it's not happening. Bailey broke the first in. Oh yeah, I forgot about that. Yeah, she was first in, wasn't she? Hey Circle, Victoria annoys you now? Well, me too. Yeah, again, like, I think Victoria's just, like, so overly bitter. Which, like, I think that's, like, frustrating about it, though, to a degree, is that, again, I understand why she would, even take out the bitterness of it all, I understand why she would vote for Bailey, over Anthony. To where it's, like, I think that's the thing that's kind of, again, that's, like, my main, like, complaint about how this all turned out, is I really wish it was, like, Anthony Lexus, just so that way, like, it would be, like, okay, this is, like, actually egregious, to where, like, with the, like, Bailey Anthony thing and, like, Bailey winning at the end, it's like, well, there's nothing to, like, really complain about, because it's like, I don't know, Bailey was always gonna win that. I think Cliff Hogweek was called for BB22, probably not. I've never heard anything about him being called, at least. Someone told you that Jake and Kenzie have the same edit. I mean, I think there are, like, we're starting to get similarities. I think Liz is getting the Jake edit, though. Like, I think Liz is getting the Jake, the Owen edit of, like, constantly wanting to make a move and just never getting the credit for anything. Like, I think Liz is the zero vote finalist at this point, if I were to guess. You're only mad at V? Yeah. I'm annoyed at Avery. Like, I think Avery and V were the two most, like, annoying jurors to me. Let's fail game what she wants, unless she's dragged into doing move. And the thing is, like, I think Liz, like, I don't think Liz has played that bad of a game, but obviously I think she just has, like, terrible perception from the jury to where, like, I don't think she'll win anyway. But, like, again, she at least did pull off the Tevin move. Again, was it the move to make at that point? Probably not. What was his reaction? Thanks, I'm honor. I look back and, of course, play what if game. So, that's cool. Yeah, like, the Tevin move's pretty much all her. Yeah, was it the right move? Debatable. But it was all her, at least. Okay, I'll probably do this one.
Is this for one moment, please?
I think someone finding the idol? You mean like for like next episode? I would assume there'll be an idol in play. I could not tell you if someone finds it or not, but I think I think it'll definitely be in play.
What would you like to do?
But again, it could just be like a lore, or like a situation like in 44 where like we get the concept of like lore and just like searching for it constantly and just like never finds it.
Are you finished? The awakening of a new. Which persona will you choose?
Who am I rooting for in the end game? Or end game B21? Cliff. That's pointless. Okay, that's kind of good. Yeah, like Cliff, yeah, like I even though again Cliff got voted out, came back to the game, I thought Cliff was the most like savvy player of that season. Most like I agreed with most of his decision making until the very, very end, at least. Do we have RCP live reactions? I'm not sure, actually. I kind of forgot about that, actually. Well, I believe Taryn was at the taping. So I'm not sure if they did, like, an actual, like, event. Yeah, I'm not actually sure how that worked, because, like, the RCP live event happened in Chicago for Survivor. But, like, I'm not sure if, like, did people watch BB Can, like, record the reaction to it? Not sure. But also, like, with Taryn, again, Taryn, I believe, was at the filming of the finale, so it's like, I doubt we'll get reactions from him.
What would you like to do? What would you like to do? Which persona will you choose? What would you... Are you
why didn't Cliff and Cole just vote out Mickey at the double eviction? What a question. They should have. I mean, I understand why they didn't, because, like, obviously they didn't have much time to talk about it, and they were, again, like, they had the Final Four deal with them. They'd never had a Final Four deal with Christy and Tommy. Like, I get why they didn't do it, but, like, in retrospect, obviously, yeah, they should have done it. Okay, wrong thing. Oh, whoa, I didn't realize I had that many points. What do I want here? Oh, that took up literally all of it? Cool. Russian BB Can 10 were excellent. Yeah, that was great. Like Asia's reaction to it's really funny. Wait, what? Oh, you have to have both unlock this? Included as a party member. It's only Christy you win, then Holly gets booted. The following week? I don't think that's the case, actually. I think they go for Cliff or Nicole. Because again, Tommy and Holly were like super close. Like, I think without Jackson there, I think they definitely go for Cliff or Nicole at Final 5. Well, yeah, but I mean, again, that's not something they're banking on, the fact that, like, Nicole will win the veto at Final 5. I think considering, like, the knowledge they had at that point, like, I get why they were, like, worried about that situation. Should gaslit people and think you're on 47. Yeah, you could have gotten into pre-gaming for 50. Christy would shoot at Holly. Tommy would go for Cliff. Yeah, I think Tommy would go for Cliff for sure. I think, like, probably Tommy would get Christy to go for Cliff also. Game, please let me go there. Thank you. Yeah, now it's just the fact that, yeah, I mean that's the thing is that like with Cliff, it's just that he couldn't win comps. Like if he could win comps, then like his position in the game is like significantly better. Where like really, yeah, like if he could beat Jackson in an endgame comp, like he's in a like extremely dominant position. I mean, Rob and John are not pre-game; they're just like actually genuinely friends. Like we've known this for a while. But yeah, like that Boss Rob and Jonathan are like super close, which is like a really funny combination of people. Because I don't think anyone ever fucking thinks about like Boston Rob and Jonathan from 42. Being people that would like be hanging out constantly, but they do. Wait, did I miss something here? Oh, wait. What is this one? Oh, I'll definitely do that. Should I get... Actually, I didn't look at the weapons. Jonathan's gonna get Boss Rob. I mean, imagine like both Boss Rob and Jonathan are on 50.
This place honestly feels hot.
Like that would be funny if like Jonathan and Boss Rob somehow get on that cast. Like just in general, imagine Boss Rob on 50. Because I don't think it's that far-fetched anymore, but like I hope it doesn't happen. Like, obviously I like Boss Rob as a TV character and stuff, but like we do not need Boss Rob again on 50.
Are you finished? Would you like to create
like there's so many like good people that haven't had the chance to play again at this point. Like we do not need to see Boss Rob for like fucking 6th time.
Please read this.
Where am I, Tactica? Towards the end. Yeah, I wasn't planning on playing this, but I realized just how like how taxing I feel like this stream would be in terms of like I would have to like be paying attention a lot, so I didn't want to start something new, which more likely would have been Baldur's Gate. So I said, okay, let's play more of this. I haven't had much time to play it, but yeah, I believe like, so I was at towards the end of the 3rd palace. I don't know like I've done like 2 missions I think since I've started stream. That's not that great. But yeah, I'm not sure exactly where I'm at this point.
Select a persona.
But I'm towards the end. Especially we're willing to do a new deal. I mean, I think no, but like he's probably the 2nd most likely to. Tyan, wait, what did I just pick?
What would you then?
Oh. Tyan X was reacting, so OTT. Oh, I did see that. And like Ty and then also like other people. Like there's a lot of like talk about how like, oh, this is the best BB Can finale. And like, is it just because like Anthony took out Lexus, I guess? Baldur's 3's character creator is very thorough. See, this is the thing I was talking like I was thinking about playing it on my own first before I streamed it. The problem is like finding the time to do that. Because I wanted to like actually genuinely play it for a few hours and then like stream it to where like kind of what I'm doing with this. To where like I think I'm at the point in this game where like I don't really have to pay super close attention anymore. Especially when like I don't really give a shit that much about the story at this point. Okay, these are all worse. Oh, okay, cool. Yeah, I was surprised. I mean, like, I think there were a lot of rumors going around that like hearing those and like hearing that there was like a big moment or whatever. Like I was kind of expecting like if it was something big, it would make sense if it was like an Anthony Bailey final two and that sort of thing. So like I wasn't like as shocked as I could have been, but I still like yeah. I mean, I was still surprised though.
So it is here after all.
Percentage chance of Rob making merge from 50, low. If he's on it, like chance of making swap like 60%. Chance of making merge like 10. Yeah, as I said, like I feel like I should at least like play Baldur's Gate beforehand.
How are you doing, Toshiro?
Honestly, I'm on the brink of falling
But I'm debating like how I want to wrap up
I won't lose it again.
my year in gaming stuff.
Make some sense to me if it happens, right?
Yes.
Where it's like
Rest assured.
I'm at the point where like I only have like, so if I'm gonna do deadline of June, I only have what, like 20 days?
Well, whatever happens, happens.
Yeah, there's still like a few more
Go
games
easy on me. In any case,
that I do ideally want to play.
my convictions. But that being said,
But again, like Persona 5 Tactica, I want to at least finish this, obviously. I want to play Talos Principle 2.
Honestly,
That's like an
we're all in the
18-hour
same
game.
boat
And it's like, do I have time?
Yeah.
Baldur's Gate, obviously, I'm not going to finish Baldur's Gate. There's no point in trying, but I do want to at least give it a shot. Bomber Cyberpunk's like a 10-hour game. I hear it's a good game. I would ideally like to play it.
Thank you.
Dead Space Remake I never got around to, which I might just drop that at this point.
With my past.
I did want to play Dead Island 2, but I guess at this point, no. Redfall, I still never got around to Redfall. Which would be like playing it as a joke, but like I still do want to play it. Humanity, I hear, is a very good game, which is like coming to Game Pass, like I believe at the very end of the month. But also probably still not gonna have time to play it. Atomic Heart, I wanted to try out. There's a lot of games like that. I don't know what I'm exactly doing. Like, obviously, I'll finish Persona 5 Tactica. I'll play some Baldur's Gate. Outside that, I'm not sure. Which finale are we talking about? Tactica Arena. Arena, like, I really don't care that much about. Like, I don't know what she's, like, really doing here. Like, she had stuff going on, like, at the very beginning of the game, but then it feels like since then she's just there. Toshiro, like, obviously, like, is, like, such a major focus in this story. Where, like, pretty much everything is revolved around him. And I find that kind of strange, because, like, it's like, why? But, like, I don't know. At least they do stuff with him. I'll probably play 20 to 25 hours of Baldur's Gate and still put in a list. It's again way more to do than just the story.
To win would be unlikely, right?
Agreed. Then this guy
Arena
must
is
be
connected to
Toshiro's
Toshiro?
shadow?
However, for a second thought, have I ever, for even a second thought, about, oh my god, dude, I can't fucking read. Either way, thought about playing for Survivor Big Brother. Like, I've thought about it when I was younger. I haven't thought about it recently. I have no interest in playing at this point. But yeah, I like when I was like 18, like when I was in like early days of college and stuff. It's like, yeah, I definitely thought about it. I don't want to play at this point. If I were, I would pick Survivor over Big Brother. Like, I legitimately like have zero interest in Big Brother. Like, that sounds miserable. Like being in a house for 100 days with nothing to do. Or again, I could stay I could stay inside for like fucking 100 days and probably be fine outside of the house, but that's because I have like a whole bunch of shit to do. When I have like nothing to do for like 100 days outside of just strategize with people, it's like, fuck me, dude. That sounds miserable. Survivor, though, I think is like better, especially because like you get paid more, so at least that's also an added benefit. Obviously it's shorter, there's like less downtime. And I mean, at least like you get paid like at least 11,000 just for showing up. I also feel like just in general, it feels like a bigger like adventure, which again isn't really my thing, but again, at least that's something.
Haven't you realized, Toshiro?
I think Survivor's definitely more ideal, but I still wouldn't do it. Finish 2. Wow, I was shocked Pia won. I can't believe it. Pia won. Would have guessed. Yeah, that is the thing. You're spoiling All Stars, right? So, but yeah, like All Stars starts off well. Real fun at the beginning. Don't know if you will later on, but yeah, I like too fair. Like I just rewatched All Stars recently, and I liked it more on the rewatch. Or like I didn't like it at the time, but it's not as bad as I remembered. There for the journey, yeah, obviously I can't wait to get the journey at it. Actually, yeah, that'll be funny if like I applied and went on Survivor before 50 just so I can rank myself in the player ranking.
Finally understand now. The one to blame.
There's 2 post-merge, not the greatest. I think it's inconsistent. I think the middle of the post-merge is pretty bad. But I think like early on, like there's some interesting stuff. I guess it kind of ends lame. Like the merge vote is like kind of lame by the end of it, like just Andy getting taken out unanimously. But I think there's like interesting dynamics going on early on. I think the end of it is pretty good. At least the final 5 rounds are really good. Though I think like the final outcome's like kind of underwhelming.
Yeah, let's go, guys. Yeah.
I was on College Survivor and no one knows, obviously. Yeah, imagine if I was on like Survivor Maryland season 10 or something. Well, I guess 10 would be All Stars, but season 11. And yeah, just no one knows yet. Yeah, Harry beats both Baden and Pia probably. Pia, like it's close, I think, between him and Pia, but I think he does beat Pia. When it comes to Pia, I believe the deciding votes are David and Luke, who I believe vote Harry. But it's close. Like, they both get votes. Archie Podcaster said Anthony Dexter taking Lexington 2 over Bailey. I mean, obviously. I think everyone, like, who doesn't say that? Probably play AC2 for first time. Well, good luck. AC2, like, as its own, like, especially, like, narratively, is actually still pretty good. Like, especially if you don't care about, like, Assassin's Creed as a franchise, like, it's still, like, a decent, like, story. Is Pia best player Transgenders 2? Probably not. I don't know. I think it's tough because, like, I don't think anyone plays particularly well on that season. Like, I think everyone has, like, really glaring holes. Like, Harry had to use, like, what, 2 idols? Pia gets saved at the final 5. Like, Luke had to win out, essentially. Like, it might be one of these I'm like, well, by default, I guess it's Pia, but, like, it's not like she played that well. So, like, it's kind of just one where, like, just everyone's kind of bad there. So it's like, I guess Pia's one. Oh, pff, cool. What did I just hit? Wait, did I just skip it? Shit. Well, that's great.
I just can't fight anymore.
Yeah, I literally went back to the school. That's super. Like, if I went to... I would have still been in school at that point, right? If I was on, like, Maryland season 10, which is funny. Because, like, what Maryland season 8 is filming right now, and I was still in college when that was happening.
Over and over.
What year? So, wait, this is Game Changers, right?
Guilty for the way things turned out. Apparently, she told the school about her part-time job.
I'm trying to think these things through.
She wishes she'd done it sooner.
So I graduated when Edge of Extinction aired. So, yeah, I still had like 2 more years. So I still have like 4 more seasons.
But she also said she's grateful.
Oh, is Arena fucking
she's in a much
Eri?
better place than if she'd done nothing and let Nakabachi go on using her. her exact
Like, that even
words
clicked to me,
were,
but like, Arena is
"Thank you so much."
Airy, not
Seriously.
okay, really underwhelmed that Pia pretty much only wins because of Final Five twists. Yeah.
You need to see her. No. Our point of view.
Will my Edgic strip be probably UTR1,
I won't say they
UTR1,
handled it all
UTR1,
right
UTR1?
But
Or
deciding
like
to stand up to Nakaguchi,
OTTN5, and that's
I know in
it.
my heart that wasn't a mistake. As
Like,
for
what was
me,
Jacob Derwin's?
I may not be fighting by your side for a while. But if you can find a way to keep fighting, to hold
Yeah,
on
I'd be
to that
like,
will
I'll
for
be like
change instead
fucking,
of regret
what was her name? Sam from Chance
it. And I
Centers 2.
promise,
I think she was
catching up to you
INV, I
one
guess,
day,
technically. So I guess
we will
INV,
keep
INV,
making this
INV.
world better.
Natsuhara Senpai.
So, at the very least,
Time to watch my
That's what I want to
All-Stars
do.
preseason videos. I mean, yeah, I guess
You're
you
your
can
own
do that
person,
now.
with your own future to
Yeah, watch
thank.
me fucking hate John.
I know your heart. One day you're going to.
Actually, I actually would be interested. Like, who do you think was going to be on All-Stars at the time?
The hope she placed in you.
Is he too fair? I think I got a lot of the casts right, I believe. Like, if I remember right, I think in my cast speculation video, I think everyone that made the cast was in that video except for like one, I believe. So like I got most of it like kind of right. Yeah, I expected Sarah and Sarah didn't make it. Yeah, I would have loved Craig to make it. By the way, I did start 2016. Barely. But yeah, that's something. By the way, like fucking Dez is such a great character. Like Dez is insane. Like actually, I forgot just like how like how bad of a player Dez is, but also like how insane of a character Dez is. In terms of the jury coming in the finale, was pretty resolute on voting against Anthony. So Anthony loses against both Flexus Bailey. Yeah, that's the sense I would have gotten.
Your hand. Let go.
That's Todd Wayne can't figure out. Yeah, I talked about it earlier. It's like obviously, like I wouldn't vote for him,
I take care of business.
but pretty expected. Missed the first half of Strider because you're playing Indica. What the fuck is Indica? Like, what is this? I've never seen this game my entire life.
Do it, Toshi. Why do you
Yeah,
that way? I'm you.
well, you probably didn't miss out on that much.
Wrong.
I guess all you missed was Venus finding the idol.
You were supposed to
Probably
get
game
rid
of the
her.
year. Well, that's something.
End this blade of rock.
Least favorite Survivor season to watch live?
Setting yourself
Probably IOI.
fighting,
Um,
struggling on a passing whim only leads to suffering.
Maybe
That's why you wanted me to get rid of her.
like NZ1.
It's not too late. Let's end her. You still can't.
Yeah, I think this is probably the answer because like every other season, it's like every other like bad season, I feel like I didn't watch live, right?
Ready? Ridiculous. She'll drag you down to
It's like yeah, most of them are like older, like the older older international seasons I didn't watch live. Oh wait, Blood vs. Water is also very bad for Blood vs. Water Australian Survivor. So that would have been in consideration.
Your
Is it worse?
lies won't
I think IOI is worse. I think IOI is definitely worse.
That's right.
Or doing New Zealand player ranking? Probably, eventually. Don't know when. Maybe eventually.
You seem to have found your resolve.
Will Big Brother have another returning season? Probably not for a while. By the way, also confirm all new players for 26. Which, yeah, pretty much expected. So surprising the guy from Maritimes with the one the Pamphlet vote. Yeah, again, as expected.
All manner.
You like David, so you're excited for All Stars? I mean, you'll get a lot of them.
Kindled flame can withstand any strife in this world.
Go Silent. Yeah, I watched Go Silent live. I mean, even Go Silent, I don't think was like Like, it was not great. I didn't love the season, but like, it wasn't as bad. Like, really, I think Ghost Island season I dislike more now than I did at the time.
I am now.
Where I just rewatched Ghost Island, and to be fair, it's not like my opinion like dropped on it more. I was already really low on it, but yeah, rewatching it, it's like, yeah, this is great. Player ranking for 2. I feel like that sounds miserable. Doing a player ranking for the 2 UK seasons. Alright, so he's getting a Persona. Like, is he going to be part of our party now?
Hey, is that?
Or we...
No doubt about it.
Yeah,
That's
so
a
he's
Persona.
probably going to be part of our party, right? Will NZ, so our NZ ever return? Probably not. If it does, it'll be like a reboot. Like Forever UK. I don't think it'll return to the same production crew or same host or anything. But yeah, I think in general, probably not.
Within my heart.
Uden's like a perfect stream game. I actually have it installed. I do want to play it. It's on. I have to play on Xbox though, and that'd be kind of weird. Okay, so he is part of our party now, right? Well, I already prepped, right?
Better jot that down.
So I'll save here and then. Yeah, you really love it. Yeah, it's a strategy RPG, right? Now to show his gain, Ernesto is his persona. He will join the fray as additional. Okay, so he's not. Okay. Does Power release a new flavor? Which one is this? Is this the coconut one? Because I've seen coconut. Yeah, okay. Yeah, it sounds terrible. I'm not a big... Like, I fucking hate coconut. Which is part of the reason why I would fucking hate Survivor. Being on Survivor. Like, I fucking hate coconut. Yeah, Arena was his persona, yeah. Which, yeah, makes sense. I mean, obviously Arena was just, like, a character that was, like, strange anyway to begin with. Where it's, like, it kind of fits narratively. And also, like, gameplay-wise, obviously, she didn't have a persona herself and everything. So it's like, yeah. So it'll just always be there? That's kind of strange. People get ridiculously purple on All-Stars too? Yes. One specific person I remember gets, like, super, super purple. And really just every... Like, at this point of Flash Survivor, just expect people to get purple every season. I'm trying to look up the confessional count right now. Actually, All-Stars is ridiculous. Actually, holy shit, there's a lot of red on my chart. But yeah, there's a lot of purpling. All while, like, obviously one specific person gets an insane number of confessionals. Yeah, from this point on, there is... Yeah, I think, like, at this point... Let's see, so Brains vs. Brawn... There's someone that gets their first confessional in episode 6. Blood vs. Water, someone gets their first confessional in episode 13. Yeah, what's that? Here's the Villain, someone gets their first confessional episode 12. Tension Rebels, first confessional episode 8. So, yeah, there's still a lot of purpling. Oh, you hate coconut? I just never fucking liked it. I don't even know why, really. Oh, wait, what the fuck?
We fight together.
Okay.
Persona.
I guess we do that.
That's so unfortunate.
Who is Simon? Who mentioned Simon? He's someone you'll see eventually. Doesn't do any damage. Wait, why does that not do damage? Oh wait, I forgot there was a Simon on that season. Alright, well yeah, I mean that is the person that is on that season. See, I forgot about him personally. I was talking about a different Simon, who you'll eventually meet. I already answered Boss Rob thing about doing Rhode Island. I don't think so. So this doesn't do anything? Okay, yeah, he just dodged through.
Understand?
If you can 12 the most bitter jury, I don't know if it's like across all of Big Brother. I think it's definitely BB Can though. I mean, really, I think it's the most bitter jury in recent history. To where it's like I think it's been a while. Like I think it was genuinely since I've started the channel. I don't think there has been a jury this bitter. Like I think when we're talking about like ever, it's like I think it's a bit tougher. Like I think you got like All Stars, Survivor All Stars. I think you have what, like BB19. But even then, like I think the interesting thing about those is that it's not the entire jury, right? With those, it's like okay, it's like specifically like about half of the jury is like really bitter. Where like I feel like with this season, oh yeah, BB Can 1, I forgot about that actually.
Get ready.
Is BB Can 1 worse? I don't know. Again, I think the thing that's weird about BB Can 12 is that it feels like it's like almost the entire jury. Like it's really like what, Elijah is the only one that's like not bitter. Yeah, but like I still think that's like a situation with BB Can 1 where it's like it's only like half-ish, like 4 members of the jury that are that way. So like this is a situation where like pretty much everyone but Elijah is. Wait, how do I damage him? That doesn't hit them. Kayla and Todd were bitter. I think Kayla I would add to it. I think Kayla was definitely bitter. Todd I don't think was bitter. But I think Kayla was definitely bitter. I think Kayla was very anti-hot chocolate. Oh yeah, you're right. You can only damage him with Toshiro? Oh, if I knew that, then I should have just used him first, right?
Alright, let's do
well, okay. There's like no real damage.
Show them our strength.
No, because that was kind of a waste then, actually. Or does that thing not come back up? Yeah, that is what's funny about Jillian. Is that she had like one of the most bitter juries the whole time against her, and she still somehow wins. Wait, what? Oh, wait, I'm an idiot. God damn it. There we go. I was looking at the wrong Toshiro. That's why I was like, They were talking about all my confessional accounts. I have it on my own like personal computer. I don't have it like on like a Google Sheets or anything.
Wipe them out. Persona. I am now.
Do I consider BB Can 9 jury bitter? Kind kind of, right? Not fully, but definitely kind of. I think they could have been. I don't know. I think it's weird because, like, they vote for Ty still, but, like, not for, like, real reasons. Like, they vote for Ty because they're, like, because they like didn't really like either of them that much, and we're like, well, we're just gonna base it on who won the final HOH. I guess we'll just end. What's the confession count for Australian Celebrity Survivor? If I remember, I think Imogen has the most. Or is it David Oldfield? It's like one of the two. Yeah, actually, two very. BB 10 had like a bitter jury, but like not against the winner.
Nice position. You'll be well hidden. Okay, we're down one enemy.
Which actually, maybe there is just like bitterness. Yeah, maybe there is more bitterness than I'm giving it credit for. It's just that it's like not bitterness against like the person that wins. Like we don't see like as much of that nowadays. Yeah, David has the most until he's booted, and then it's Imogen at the end. Even that, it's not even that many confessions. Like, Imogen has like 63 confessions, which actually, I guess that's a good chunk for only 12 episodes. Ben only has 2. How dare they only give Ben 2 confessionals? Ben, the random fucking army guy that shows up for 2 episodes. Bitter jury doesn't exist. The jury is like the actual game where people see narrative. I think bitter juries exist. It's just a matter of like, do you think bitter juries are like wrong? Which I don't think they like. It's like, I think the thing again, like, bitter juries exist under like the definition of what is a bitter jury, which to me is like a jury that votes against someone more so than pro somebody. To which again, do I think this was a bitter jury, as in they were going to vote against Anthony? Yes. But again, like, is it wrong for there to be a bitter jury? Like, no. Like, again, like the game is like built in a way to where like if the jury is bitter, it is to like the fault of the player that made them bitter to a degree. Again, like, I mean, like, it is their fault, but like I think there are also like situations where like there's not much you could really do considering the hand you were dealt. Where like I think someone like Dan in particular, someone that like, again, like, could he have really done anything to make the jury not bitter at him? Not really. But they were. Kenzie loses. Is she almost a lock for 50? I don't think so. I think should be in like the possible pile. Not lock though. Okay, so with him, I need to like specifically use Toshiro. Okay, well, that's kind of annoying. Yeah, he can't do it. Keep her in that pile. Yeah. We get one for Jillian, so infuriating because Topaz and AJ both leave higher on her than Emmett. Do they? I don't know if Topaz does. AJ does for sure, but I don't know if Topaz does. Like, AJ leaves the game saying that Jillian is like gonna win this game. I don't know, but she also really hated Jillian though.
Let's go. We fight together.
Why is Ben now above Charlie for me? Edit wise, or we're talking about like game wise? Because game wise, I don't have him. Like, edit wise, I think it's because like really it's like kind of an amalgamation of a lot of things. Where it's like it's not even like this one specific episode, because like it's really something that, like, again, through doing the review and like seeing like Ben's early edit, I think like Ben like fits the themes of the season a lot better, and like just all around like just has more like substance to his edit, where like for me Charlie is just like there, like he's just there because he's important and doesn't have any like proper storyline to him. Where like with Ben, it's like he plays into like the overall theme of like authenticity and like being an underdog and that sort of thing, where it's like, where's Charlie within any of that? Like Charlie just seems to just be there.
The enemy falls. Let's see it again, Fox. Nice one, Inari. I commend your skills.
That won't do anything, right?
Nice cover.
It was mad at Jillian for the move, but she acknowledged that Jillian made the correct move.
More enemies. Just stay calm. Joker's not looking
Yeah,
good.
she did, right? I was like debating it in my mind, like, was it the correct move? I guess it kind of is. I don't even know if it like necessarily is. In a world where like if you think that
So it's my turn.
oh my god, why am I blanking on her name? That Topaz will be bitter at you if you make the move. I don't know if it's even necessarily the correct move. Or like, I think it's the correct move for. Oh wait, that killed him? Oh, I don't know who died from that. But I think it's definitely the correct move for like Emmett. But for Jillian, I think it's a bit more up in the air. Ben's visibility is so bad. Is it though? If he's again like if he wins, he'll win with like a more under the radar winner edit. Like he'll win like with the like Gabler light edit. I think like different from Gabler in the sense that I think Gabler was more like established early on. But Ben's edit is still pretty decent in the pre-merge. Like, and the thing is, like, whenever Ben is shown, I feel like he is given good content. Really, this episode, like, really up until like the end, I was thinking like, fuck. I think like because like yeah, they're doing the video, the research for the video. I was like, well, I think Ben is up to number 2. But then like I was watching this episode, it's like, fuck, I don't even think I can put him at number 2. But then like we get that final confessional from him, like him talking about like, oh no, we need Venus out, and explains why he needs Venus out. Where like he's like the only person on like of the people that like have a chance at winning at this point to actually like get his way in this episode. Yeah, I think that was like good enough. Again, I don't think he's winning. I still think it's Kenzie, but again, I don't think Charlie's winning. What do you think Maria means by something died in me? What do you mean? Wait, what is this? Okay, what the fuck? So this is still Palace 3 then, right? Which is just taking forever. Maria and Charlie feel like the overdogs to be overthrown, while Ben and Kenzie feel like the underdogs. I would mostly agree with that, yeah. Does the order of the players sent to the jury impact how bitter juriness turns out? Yes.
This is just how low you'll go.
I think it does in the sense of like, again, with someone like Victoria in particular. Like if Victoria was like booted at Final 3, then like I don't think Victoria obviously has like the time to turn other people against Anthony in that spot.
Phantom Thieves, let's go.
Particularly, I think that is something you should be considering when you're playing the game, like the timing of when you take people out in relation to how they're going to end up affecting the jury. I'll probably just keep this, right?
Time to write.
Final 6 boot, probably Q. Could be Maria though. 1 to 2.
What to do?
We were only pretending to go down. Now we'll find our chance.
Okay, so I can't even hit her. Wait, conjures a crystal that heals surrounding enemies. Okay.
Perfectly ready.
So none of this does anything. Charlie is runner-up. He's the top 10 runner-up. Maybe? Charlie's runner-up feels so weird. Does it? I mean, like, it does. Like, I would say yes before 45. Because again, like Austin 100% did not feel like a runner-up to me. But now seeing Austin be the runner-up, I think Charlie is very probable of being the runner-up. At this point, 43, who was the highest on? I believe by this point, Cassidy. Where's my power ranking? Was episode 11, right? Yeah. So... Yeah, I had Cassidy 1 at this point. Gabler 2. Jesse 3. Cody 4. Owen 5. Carla 6. Well, I dropped Carla from 2 to 6 between episode 10 and 11. But I had Cody at 1, like, just a couple episodes ago. Is Ben higher than Kenzie on the player ranking right now? Yes, probably. That's not like really a guarantee, but yeah, I would say probably. Is Ben an underdog? Based on the way that we're supposed to be looking at him, yes. Is he actually in the game? I don't think so. I feel like the edit wants you to think of him as one.
So it's my turn.
Nice work, Toshiro. That's some skillful hiding.
Witness our power as one.
If Ben loses in fire and Kenzie wins, would Kenzie be one? Probably. Like, I don't think that matters that much. Like, I don't think that's something that would change things. I think the path there would have to change. Right, in terms of gameplay, I mean, like, probably 1 Charlie, 2 Maria, I guess. 3 Ben, 4 Kenzie. Actually, maybe even 4 Liz, to be honest.
Great positioning, Joker.
Then Kenzie, then Q. And like, sure, like, I don't think Liz has played like that bad of a game. Like, I think the issues with Liz come from perception and like how she is viewed because of, and like, part of it's due to her own poor play of just openly talking about how rich she is. But like, in terms of her like actual like maneuvering through the game, it's not that bad.
Perfect. You'll be safe there.
Show them our strength. Persona.
What does more damage?
We fight together. Fire away, Ernesto.
Okay, this is gonna take fucking forever to kill this thing. I like Kenzie, but the game's mostly happening around her. Yeah. Hey, I agree with that too. I think she has more potential than what this game is like showing us. But yeah, I don't think she's playing that great. Or again, the fact that like that she was like playing on blindsiding Tiffany and everything. Like, that was a bad move to begin with, but then when the move actually happens, like she's on the outs of it and like not informed on it, that's pretty bad. Do I even bother fighting them? I think it's probably worst new era. I mean, again, at this point, we'll see how the rest of the game plays out.
You'll be well hidden.
Okay, she's not that far away from like Marianne and Gabler, but like she's in that like sphere.
That's it, Skull. You found a solid spot. Skull, nice work. Those shots are right on target.
Definitely wanted to show you the spheres. Okay, I'll do that next time. Yeah, obviously that did do burn damage, which is not great.
Time to raise the curtain.
Should I kill this one guy? Is there a point? Let's see. There's only 2 left. We'll just leave him.
Persona.
How much damage does this do? 120? That's why I had to quit this game, because why is it taking so long? I mean, I don't mind it.
Show them our strength. Witness our power at once.
Do you view Ben as a bigger threat than Charlie in the game? We'll have to see. Like, I mean, we've seen a lot more, like, SPV, like, that's propping up Ben than we have with Charlie. Like, my guess would be yes, but I don't know. Like, I feel like the edit wants us to think it's yes, at least. Because, yeah, like, we've never really seen other people talk positively about Charlie as, like, a threat to win the game. Okay, this is, like, pretty bad. Like, I've lost half my health already. Okay, yeah, so we'll have to do this, right? That's kind of annoying, it doesn't even destroy it. Wait, let's do...
Let's go.
Fuck, I can't do both?
Persona.
Okay, that would work.
Now's the time.
Okay, we'll do that. Victoria and Anthony will get into beef postseason. Probably, yeah. I would not be shocked. Ah, fuck, I can't get that far. Oh, he doesn't count, right?
Now it's my turn.
Oh, he can't get that far.
Alright, let's go.
No, wrong character.
Alright, let's do this. Yes.
Ah, that's annoying.
Alright.
Fuck. Oh.
Wipe them out.
Is this really the first I can go on this? Yeah, this guy's in the way. That's annoying. Yeah, because I can't get the actual orb. If I were Charlie, I'd 100% keep Q here. Would I keep Q here? I don't know. Like, I feel like my initial instinct would be to take Q out. Because especially if Q's like close to Maria and you want to weaken Maria in the game. Obviously, like, knowing that Venus has an idol, then yeah, take out Venus, but like, he didn't know that.
Alright, let's go.
Let's do...
Alright, let's do this. Alright, do this.
Actually, would that matter that much? Wait. So if I do this...
Better get ready.
So if I'm able to move there, that's still not enough to, like, do... Like, to include this thing in, right?
Alright, let's go.
Because I would still need to move Yusuke.
Wipe them out.
Wait. If I go... No, that's still not... Um...
Alright, let's do this.
Been watching AU All Stars and Wise Nick. Yeah, it's a bad move. Especially because like he had like pre-game connections to him and everything. Okay, at least I get that one. Yeah, let's stick with this. Is Nick just straight up a terrible player? No, I think Nick has potential. I disagree with a lot of what he does, obviously. But no, I don't think he's like a terrible player.
I'm gonna send you flying. Perfectly ready.
Or like, yeah, if he's on season 10 or whatever, which seems like he does want to play again. Yeah, I think there's some potential there. Yeah, we thought this before. I don't think he beats Lexus either.
You hit well, Toshiro. Excellent.
He has a better chance for sure. But yeah, I think at the end he probably loses too. I think it's the right move regardless if Venus had the idol or not. I think it is. It's definitely the correct move for Maria, for sure. I think for Charlie, it's a bit tough because like also when like factoring in like jury perception, I think you want to move to like differentiate yourself from Maria. So it's like by taking out Venus, it's like it feels like you're just like again like continuing just playing along with Maria. So where it's like, what are the benefits of taking out Venus for Charlie? Actually, really considering like Venus talked about like wanting to work with Charlie and like potentially like using the idol together and all that stuff. I think Venus would have been a pretty, I don't know, like useful ally down the road at least. And like I think as long like because like when I'm talking about like the like okay there's too many goats in the game and need to take out a goat, like both Venus and Q are goats, to where it's like you're still getting rid of one of the goats. President file 6 between two sides of 2, and he has Ben. He's essentially in that either way, isn't he? So, like, in the spot that he's in now, like, I mean, the thing is, like, so, okay, yeah, in the spot he's in now, he does have, like, it's him and Ben. He has, like, obviously there's Maria and Q, and there's, like, Kenzie and Liz, I guess. I guess, like, if he takes out Q, then, yeah, like, so he would have Ben, there'd be Maria on her own, and then there'd be, like, Venus, Liz, and Kenzie, which is, like, yeah, theoretically they're together. I think the reality is that he's probably with them, though. Or, like, yeah, it's like the worry would be if it is like actually a 3v2 v1, but I think in reality Charlie's in that. Like, I think it's really like a 4v like 1v1. To where like I don't think it's like Kenzie, Kevin, or Kenzie, Liz, and Venus are like more loyal to each other, and like Charlie's on the outs. Like, I don't think that's what's actually happening. But obviously it does leave up that situation, like it leaves it open for that to be possible. Where's Anthony ranked at BBK? I haven't actually thought about where he ranks properly at this point. Like, he's probably the same, right? I don't think it changes with him not winning. I think in the players of all time, I think at this point I would have him above Dr. Will with this season. I think outside that he's still below Kevin Jacobs and still below Dane. So I still think he's 3 on the BB Can ranking. Like in North America, I think he moves up like a spot. Oh, wait, what? Oh. Well, that's kind of bad then. Wait, how do I free them? Do I have to attack them?
Nice one, Inari. I commend your skill. Nice one, Inari. I commend your skill.
Won't escape. Thanks. Shall we do this?
It's going to do this, right? Oh, does it only do that? Oh, well, that's kind of annoying.
Fire! Thanks for the help.
Oh, yeah, I would obviously I would vote Anthony.
That's it, Skull.
Look, I'm like I don't really like I'm not upset the Bailey win though.
Nice position.
But
You'll
yeah, I
be
would
well
have
hidden.
still voted Anthony.
Monkey roast up.
Anthony thought the 4 black women would vote for him because of hot chocolate. Yeah, there's a guy I think it's a mystery. Yeah, if he deserved to win, he would have fucking won then. But yeah, I would have voted for him.
Be careful.
Okay, I definitely need to heal, right? I guess she'll heal me a bit. Music's annoying. I don't know. I'm annoyed by it.
So it's my turn now. Better get ready. Cut them down. All right, let's go.
That's perfect. You'll be safe there.
That works, right? And he's only jury vote. Yeah, from 2 times to play being Goose. Yeah, that is funny. That's the case. Actually, I didn't read. How's that work? I didn't even pay attention.
Perfectly ready. Wipe them out. All right. Come.
Wait. Oh, I think I may have made a mistake. God damn it.
Nice position. You'll be well hidden.
Wait, why can't I attack her from here?
Nice position. You'll be
Oh, I guess I
well
can
hidden.
there. That's an amazing race. The final straw for you? In what? Like, it seemed like a purely, like, bland episode to me, but I didn't, like, pay attention to everything. Because I was watching BB Can at the same time.
Let's go.
Oh, fuck off. Okay. This is kind of annoying.
Joggers hit the mark.
Better get ready. Don't move now.
Shots are right on target.
Still has, like, fucking 12 hits worth left, right? I don't like the voltage attacks. Like, most of them, at least. And they, like, a lot of them seem just weaker.
Advance. Let's go.
Does the order... Yeah, I already talked about that.
What? Oh, damn it.
That's it.
Was he in my, top 10 one-time player? Non-winning? I guess he probably would have been on that, right? Wait, what was the thing that's being put in here? Oh, what the fuck? I can't even move. Okay, let's do that.
Joker took out an enemy. Oh, right.
There's an honorable mention. Really, he was only an honorable mention on that list? That's kind of surprising, actually.
You're doing great.
Okay. I was hoping I could get around them in a way that would allow me to
Wipe them out. Now it's my turn.
do something with it. It's not, though.
It's over.
Joker's hit the mark.
Oh, there we go. Alright. Ideally, I'll get cover. Okay, that works, right?
Checkmate.
If Kohala comes back and wins, they shoot up. I mean, like, obviously. But, like, one, he's never coming back. Oh, wait, what the fuck? That did a lot of damage.
Get ready.
Just got a trophy for something. What was that? Dealt 2,000 damage in a single attack? Cool. Is this the end then?
Shots are right on target.
Oh, okay. Or should we find Tola delusional? I mean, yeah. I mostly agree with that. Did RGB do a podcast for the finale? I didn't pay attention.
Can't beat us.
I assume they did, right? Yeah, I definitely did. Who was on it? Paranamon Melissa. It's kind of a random combo, I feel like. Like, where's Puya? Yeah, I'll listen to it eventually.
It's finally over. At least for now.
One, he's never coming back. I mean, like, the thing is, like, obviously, like, I'm like, why would he, like, not shoot up if he comes back and wins? Like, that's kind of just, like, a dumb thing. Like, why would you not assume that that's just the case?
Yes, we could use some help getting caught up.
I mean, it depends how he
In that
wins.
case, I'll explain what I can. Granted, I only understand so much.
Did something come back to you?
Like, everything's contextual. Like, you can't just say that, okay, they win, but not say how.
No.
Again, it's not fucking, like, just ranking Sandra 1 because she won twice.
For some reason, human cognition can lead to the physical materialization of their own heart in the metaverse. Shadows, personas...
Like, so we're saying he plays the same way, but, like, still can't win comps. Like, we're saying he still gets voted out and comes back to the game. Like, yeah, he probably jumps up, what, at least, like, is he top 10?
And now she's back to the arena we know, through and through.
I'm trying to think, is he top 10?
I have no idea how relevant your past experiences to my own situation.
I think it would be a pretty decent win.
I serve as the core of Toshiro's heart. My reason for existence.
Listed boot order Amaze Race 36. What a question. Actually, I should know this, actually. What were the first team's names? Ronan? Rohan? That was one of them, right? And Maya? Was that the other one? Their first boots, right? Second, Chris and Mary. Second. Anthony and Bailey.
Whoa, what's that? Look, up there.
Shit, I'm missing a team in between. I know Derek and Shalisa were 8th. Who was 9th? Well, no, I missed 2 teams in between. It's Michelle and Sean, and then it's Kishori and Karishma. Then it's Derek and Shalisa. Then who's 7th? Fuck. Danny and Angie were 6th. 5th, now Vaughn and Melissa. Oh, Sunny and Busy. They're 7th. So there we go. I guess on why Tola was so wrought up against Anthony because the jury was constantly telling Tola he was brainwashed by Anthony, so he didn't care about him. I think it's that, and also talking about how, like, oh, he betrayed you, he voted for you. I think that also played a factor. As a Final Four males, I talked about it earlier, but surprised about Derek. Everything else is pretty expected. Where am I on my review? I'm caught up to the finale. It is, what is it, like 2 hours? Actually, let's look this up. How long is it already?
I'm assuming you're the one responsible for everything that's happened.
2 hours and 4 minutes long? I thought it was higher. Oh, no, 2 hours and 6 minutes, because I do talk about the jury roundtable already. Yeah, it's like 2 hours and 6 minutes. It'll probably end up being like slightly shorter than the BB Can 11 video, but probably within like 10 minutes of it. So yeah, plan right now is tomorrow before work I'll probably try to prep both that and the Amazing Race reviews. Then tomorrow night I'll record whatever I have. So record probably BB Can, the rest of BB Can review, rest of BB Can player ranking, this week's worth of Amazing Race, and probably like episode 6 of Survivor, because I have that too. And then I'll edit them on, like, well, edit the BB Can Amazing Race stuff on Friday. So yeah, for members, like, the review will probably be available like sometime in the afternoon on Friday, and obviously officially out on Saturday. And then the player ranking will probably also be done by the end of the day at some point, where that will officially come out on Wednesday. And yeah, then Yeah, try to get caught up on Amazing Race. I need to get caught up on Survivor. I was hoping to get fully caught up on everything by essentially the time of next stream. I don't think that's happening at this point. Again, it's been like what, 3 days since last stream, and in that time, like I think at that point I was already at episode 2. In that time, I got to episode 6 of the script, and then recorded just through episode 5. So it's like not that much progress. But I would say a week from now, I would like for 100% like to be caught up. Make sure they expect to be eliminated from Challenge 40. Probably Michelle, right? Like that would make sense. If I could re-edit Ghost Island, how would I edit Bradley's run? I don't know if he would be that different, to be honest.
So you're saying if Toshiro
Like probably just give him like a little bit of content early on.
you'll get rid of his memories of this
But
world.
I think Bradley is one that I probably wouldn't change. Tori and Devon removed from likely on All Stars 5. Thank fucking God. By the way, I actually realized that like when like we might get traders soon, right? Like a traders cast where I'll probably have to make a video on that. Will Tactica be on the list? I think it'll be relatively high actually. Or again, like narratively, I don't really care that much about this game, but I do have fun actually like playing it. Let's see. Look at the list. I could see it being as high as like 7.
Hey, who said you could just...
Like, I think it's a debate for me of like... So, I think for sure it's better than AC Mirage, which I have at number 12 right now. After that, I have like a grouping of like a lot of these like smaller scale, very well-made like indie games. It's like Cocoon, Viewfinder, Venba, Oxenfree 2. And like the debate for me is like, is this better or worse?
Send us back to the real world, right?
And I'm not sure. I think there's arguments for better. Like I think it's like I think I probably have more of a connection to this game than those. Again, obviously I like Persona 5, and yeah, still enjoy the overall like vibe of the game and everything. I think like something like Cocoon and Viewfinder are obviously like better like games in the grand scheme of things. I would like it'll probably be hovering around there.
I won't say I wasn't bothered by it either.
Yeah, I think Highland's the person I'm rooting for at this point.
Wait. Yeah.
Lexus Blind, sorry, Anthony. I mean, she said that she like saw it coming, didn't she? But yeah, obviously, yeah, he didn't tell her.
But hey, perhaps you intend to accept his gracious offer of salvation?
Thoughts of the Circle? Again, I thought it was very good. I was surprised. I think really the season as a whole was surprised me in the sense that like I thought it was like kind of out on the Circle of it being that good, but yeah, solid. I currently on my ranking, I have it above both the Trader seasons from this year. Will I ever re-edit NZ Nicaragua? Probably not.
I don't see salvation as throwing away everything we've
If I never made the YouTube channel, maybe.
We were willing to settle for a deal like that.
We should see the cast stronger women.
I don't think that's changed since we came to this world.
I don't know, I think it needs to cast stronger people in general. As in like more entertaining people. So irritated that Traders didn't film already. I wanted a summer and winter season. I mean, I never expected like, well, like, so what are we talking? Because like, I think it'll still be like 2 seasons a year. But yeah, this will probably come out like at the very end of the year, and then the next season might not be like, obviously I don't think it'll be in January, right? It might be a little bit later.
Okie dokie. Time to wrap this thing up, leader.
Is Austin a better player than Charlie if Charlie's runner-up? I would say so, yeah. Well, actually, I don't know. I think it's tough because, like, I think Austin's game up until Final 7, I guess, take away him giving Julie the idol, I would say is better. But obviously we haven't seen, like, any massive blunders from Charlie yet in the way that we did eventually see from Austin, so let's see. I don't even know what my circle winner ranking is, but like, I think it's a pretty decent winner, right? It's not like the best.
That doesn't really help us.
Or I don't know, what was the U.S. winner ranking? So you got like Joey. I think Delisa's worse. You got James. James is weird because like he joined halfway through. But I don't know, I'll say better than Lisa, worse than Joey. Frank, I think, is the best of the four. Sam, I would say, is above Delisa. I think it's kind of tough with James. I'll say below James. To where... yeah, then now we have Olivia. I think Olivia like would be above Sam.
Miss Lavenza?
Above or below James? I would say
Why did Miss Lavenza become the sky
above,
and come here from
maybe.
the train?
It is
But
going
then
to be
below
all right,
Joey and
Madonna.
below
Is she an
Frank.
acquaintance of yours?
Okay, so is this the Star Palace 4?
Cats to blue children. You sure have an eclectic bunch of acquaintances, don't you?
Bailey won BB Can 12 for
But
honesty,
please
pretty much.
refrain from making
Austin
peculiar
wins the season if he cuts
characterizations
D
of
at
people.
5.
Actually,
Probably,
let's
yeah.
save that for later. It seems to me
He's yeah, he beats
that you
everybody.
all have a destination to
Well,
get
actually, no, he doesn't beat Julie,
Should
but
your will be
I guess
resolute,
more than likely
I am
Julie doesn't make
willing
it to the end at
lend
that
you my
point.
aid.
I don't think this trailer season will air until January. See, my assumption was that it was gonna air in like October or something.
Do you mean this train?
Because again, it would be filming later if it was intended for the January slot, right?
However,
Or like unless they're just like for some reason filming this like way earlier for like no reason. Because if it films in like June, that's still like 3 months or so earlier than last
Well,
year's.
that does beg a plethora of concerning questions. This doesn't feel like the right time to raise them.
So we'll be skirting across.
Is Ben
the
close
lakes
to a
now.
Gable Reddit? Not
Fun.
fully.
What fun. Would you mind if I
Austin's too low to D? I mean, yeah, I would agree with that.
I would mind.
But I also
Please
think D
board
was probably
immediately.
too low to Austin.
What?
Like obviously she beats him, but like barely. Like Survivor wants Sierra Easton for 50. I would not be shocked if she's in the running.
Full steam ahead.
They're having Ben so high on Mitzi's power ranking. I don't. Reworking on working on the review and everything. I really don't. I actually think I was actually.
You do realize that.
I think I would actually be higher on Ben in retrospect.
Don't be a spoilsport. Just do it. Choo-choo.
Where I think Ben's premiere is better than people say. And I think the rest of his edit is like pretty decent up to that point. I think the first like big blemish for him is Mergatory and not being in that episode. This isn't their regular filming schedule though. Like USA 2 filmed in like September or something. Didn't it? August or September? Like this is supposed to film in like June. That's like a couple months before. I mean, I can literally look on my Traitors season 2 cast record. Yeah, September 22nd. Like the end of September for Traitors season 2. Like that's way later. And I think even season 1 was like towards, like I don't think it was that late, but it was still like, let's see. Doesn't have film dates on the thing? Actually, why is it that like Survivor, like it feels like Survivor's the only one that like on the wiki page it puts like filming dates. Oh, maybe season 1 did film earlier. Okay, I didn't realize it filmed that early. Yeah, season 1 filmed in May. So yeah, okay, I guess you're right about season 1. But season 2 did film like super late though. There's a boss rush later. All right, I'm probably not doing that in this stream. Well, yeah, I'll probably play this I'll probably finish it offline, more than likely.
The train is en route to its destination.
Editing of 46 is kind of bad. If they edited Ben and Liz better as season 1B, if we're gone. I don't think that means the editing is bad though. Or I think if you like ask a casual fan who's winning this season, I don't think they're telling you Kenzie. Or again, like the edit of the season is not intended for like these super fans that analyze every little thing about the season. It's supposed to be for like the casual fan. And like I'm pretty sure if you ask a casual fan who's winning the season, I think they would tell you Charlie. Like I was listening to like Mike Bloom did no, it was the Arch BB&B. They did like a podcast with some random like I don't know, other podcast guy that's not a Survivor podcaster. But like they were like talking, like he was talking about like being so sure Charlie's winning the season, being like a casual Survivor fan. Like I don't know, I feel like that's I don't think people are like looking at this season and saying, oh, Kenzie's definitely winning this if you're not an Edgic person.
It is the materialization of an instinct which exists subconsciously in the human heart.
I think Jem could be a cool second chance returning. I do think so too.
Sort of malevolent god.
I don't think like I don't know how Jeff fully thinks about Jem. To where like I would not be shocked if Jem is in like the Sarah Wade mold of someone that like has a chance at returning for an early boot. Like I would not be that shocked if that is the case. But I also don't know.
I don't want to be hurt. I don't want to.
Is Ghost Island Edge of Extinction the worst edited season?
Man's innate desire of self-preservation.
Depends on like what you consider a word. Like Ghost Island is edited like a fucking Australian Survivor season. Or like Edge of Extinction, it's just like just really just like all over the place. Like probably Edge of Extinction is the worst edited season. Like if we're just like purely going on like how things are portrayed, and it's also because like how the season played out though. Or like I don't know if you could have fixed that season based on how the season played out. The fact that the winner comes back to the game in the finale, and then also the game was just so fluid with like alliances changing left and right. It's like it's just a very hard season to portray properly, I feel like.
Sources of pain.
Do I find more tragic, the Alexis or Betty? Probably Betty. Especially because like Betty took it harder. Or like Alexis like just didn't seem to care that much outside just saying, oh, loyalty, whatever.
By eliminating individuals with ideologies it deems threatening.
I would want Sabrina back for Cambodia, but it's been too long since One World. Yeah, I wouldn't have been opposed to it. I don't believe she was on my ballot, right? I wouldn't have been opposed to the Sabrina return. I definitely wouldn't be opposed to Sabrina return, like, now. I don't know for 50 necessarily. Because, yeah, I feel like there's, like, bigger names I would rather see back. But, like, if, like, 54 ended up being a returning season, they brought back Sabrina, which would be 30 seasons later. I'll be like, yeah, sure, why not? Yeah, I did see that. Yeah, Phil Kogan's making a new show. Like, based on, like elite athletes, right? Which, so that goes.
It came to the conclusion that any risk taken to fight for something is undesirable.
Lady from Top Chef leaked her Traitors set pic. Well, that's something. I did also see that, like, supposedly there was a, like, Circle, like, production assistant or something that, like, spoiled the season, like, a week ago and just no one noticed. Which I do find funny. That they literally posted like a montage of them working on the show, and one of the clips is literally the winner reveal of the season. Which, like, how did that make it? Like, how are you making this video and like thought that was the clip to include? Where you literally see like Brandon like hugging Kyle as they win the game and everything. It's like, why was there? Crazy to think One World was 12 years ago. Yeah, it's crazy to think that, like, it's like I got back into Survivor Philippines the season after One World. And yeah, that was, almost 12 years ago. Really hope Ricky and Caesar lose in the finale. I mean, never know. I doubt it, but you never know. Which new era pre-merger has the best chance to do well in 50. Chance to do well? Probably would be like Sarah Wade or something.
It would have been able to erase your will simply by invading your mind.
Pre-merger.
To resist its domination had already taken root inside of you.
Like Jenny Kim if she got called, but probably not happening.
You mean a persona?
Oh yeah, we didn't talk about Microsoft actually. Yeah, that was dumb. I'm too fair, like Arcane Austin shutting down, that's like whatever. Like pretty predictable. I'm surprised it happened earlier. Shutting down Tango is insane. Like that's a genuinely insane decision. And like I get it on paper in the sense that okay, you like Tango, even though again Hi-Fi Rush is a big success in terms of critical reception, and while again sales wise it's definitely questionable. Like I get it on paper of like this is a studio that isn't making you as much money as like these other studios, but like still like when you had this like big success for Microsoft. And you're like saying, nope, you're not good enough, fuck you. Like that was, pretty dumb decision. Especially when like they talk about like they want to like branch out to Japan, yet they just shut down their only like Japan studio. Then is Anthony's BB-Can 12 run-up game better or worse than Pole's run-up game? I think Pole's BB-19 game, like so. I think the thing is like. I think Pole's BB-19 game is better than either of Anthony's games in terms of just the level of control he had in that game. However, I think Anthony's 2 games together are better than Pole's 2 games together. Like, I think both of Anthony's games are far better than Pole's 18 game. And like, to be fair, like Anthony's BB-Can 7 game is not that far apart from Pole's 19 game. While his 12 game is much better than Pole's 18 game.
These drawings are so, unique.
So next week's finale is 2 legs and 1? I believe so.
Yeah, that sounds
like, you would
right.
assume that's how it has to play out, right?
Additionally,
like, they're just, like, mixing 2 episodes into one?
Power.
Street Fields for 50? Definitely a chance. I did watch Kageyama live. Kageyama was the first season I watched not spoiled. Which maybe plays a factor into my enjoyment of it. I feel like Star 44 is like BB-16. Yeah, probably. Well, yeah, I was surprised, like, watching Laced Up Lauren watch Star 44, and she just fucking adored 44 for some reason. I actually get annoyingly livid if Microsoft buys another company after this. Would not be shocked. I think I'll be upset if they continue to shut down studios, which I would not be shocked at. But like I do worry for like Double Fine, for Ninja Theory in particular. Like fucking Hellblade 2 comes out in like 2 weeks. I feel like no one is talking about it. So like I feel like that is definitely a major worry, is if they shut down Ninja Theory. But yeah, like yeah, honestly, like I wish that they like I guess like maybe the difference there is that like Tango is like a Bethesda studio, right? Not like an actual Microsoft studio, but still, it's still insane decision to shut down Tango. Percentage of Trump winning the election, probably like 50, 40 maybe. I don't know. I genuinely forgot that that this year's the election year. I legitimately could not give a shit at all. I've not thought about a single fucking second. 44 on Edgic, it was too obvious Tactica 3 winning that season. Yeah. Yeah, for me that was kind of the case too. I think it became like just so apparent Tactica 3 were going to run the show. Oh yeah, I did see that. Yeah, they posted a thing of Hellblade. Yeah, what budget they must have had to do that. I don't know anything about fucking RFK.
Pretty grim before the Phantom Thieves got here. So I'm not sure if I'd have lasted much longer.
What are the Edgic strips? I mean, like, Trump is just entirely OTTN, right? Biden's probably like what, UTR? With like a random OTT here and there.
No matter how persistently Salmael attacked, it was never able to completely wither out your will.
Would be weird if Michelle is on 50. Not really, but I don't expect her to be on anyway.
when it
Like, I don't
must
think it's
drive the
impossible
real
that she would be
Toshiro
on, but I
Kasahara
wouldn't
to
expect her to be on. We work at 12 today? Well,
My father and my
it's a bit later.
Each one of my traumas trying to corner me.
It wasn't able to break Toshiro's heart with her
Tell
reign of
Edric front
deformity,
runner
so it went for her
Obama?
throat instead.
Sure.
Seriously? Using a person's memories to try and break them down emotionally is some
Where are
real
we at in
sick
stream?
stuff.
3,
You
okay.
got that right.
Yeah, what should I transfer? Like, I'm still gonna do the no return
That didn't
run.
go according to plan either, did it?
No, it did not.
Daytime stream.
Therefore,
Again,
it
like
would
probably,
stand to
like
reason
especially
that
now that
Samurai
we know that
was
Big Brother's
also in a
starting a bit
difficult
later, I feel like that
position.
might be
The
like the
fact
perfect
that it
time.
showed itself
Is like
seemed
the
to
week
indicate the
after
intention
Survivor,
to
or
sell
fuck,
things
week
with
after
its
Big
own
Brother
hands.
starts. What the fuck did I say? Survivor ends. The week after Big Brother starts, I think might be,
Yes.
like that weekend. I think that might work out.
I know we went
Grounded. I'm considering moving on to Grounded actually. Which, like, the thing that's stopping me is the fact that I haven't finished runs consistently. Like, I actually looked this up. Like, in this last cycle of no return runs, which is like every 10 character or every 10 runs, you have a different character. Like, I've only finished 2 of the last 10. So it's not a good like record. But I think I'm gonna try to get like a Survivor PB before moving on to Grounded.
We will be arriving momentarily,
Because I did get a new
Are all your
PB the
preparations
other
in
day,
order?
but it was when playing on Grounded.
Bring it on!
Yeah, Gen 5 or Gen V, whatever. Yeah, I do need to watch that at some point.
Our morale couldn't be higher. Onwards.
No cause for concern, I see. Very
I
well.
remember I started to stand Casey as a joke, and then she got eliminated. I mean, yeah, you should stand like all the legends, like Tori and Devin and all those people. Brad the Survivor, Cameron the Big Brother, probably Brad the Survivor.
Please,
Because like Big Brother's just never gonna have returnees at this point.
Is that what you call safe?
And even if they do, again, Cameron's just so low on the pecking order. That's like with Survivor, it's like at least they're more likely to have returnees.
Could I get it back or something?
I forgot about that actually. Yeah, I forgot. I did say I was gonna watch Love, Death, and Robots.
Looks
I
like
never
we made it
did.
to the enemy stronghold. Do you think Samael's waiting up
I saw that Homelander
Yes.
was in Mortal
But I
Kombat. I
wouldn't
didn't see
expect a
like I
warm
like
reception.
actually watch
I
the
would
footage of
suggest
it.
going further only when amply prepared.
Why don't Big Brother do 4 returnees at some point? They could. I don't. But again, Cameron's not gonna be one of those 4. Even if they did, and again,
final battle?
like I think they're just better off doing like they want to do all newbies. I don't think they like having these like captains typically,
You don't make it easy to have a cool exit, do you?
especially like unprompted. Like I think like if they create like a bullshit twist around it, then it makes it more feasible. But I think they've like with the Big Brother. I mean, it just seems to be a thing that that ratings just typically don't do as well when you have returnees. So like I think with Big Brother, they're just not as incentivized to even do
I
it.
take it there is still something on your mind. I am more than happy.
Possibly
to
the
shed
reindeer
some
games
light on your
too.
understanding
Possible,
of the
but not
situation.
likely.
If
Why
you
consider
would
bringing Bailey at 1? Not really.
like. Of
She's number
course.
2, but no, I
So
wouldn't
what would you like
consider
to
1.
discuss first?
Yeah, again, there's a chance of
As I told
18,
you
like
before,
18 style returning, but it's not
this is
gonna
the
be
Velvet
now.
Room, but with an altered appearance. The appearance of the Velvet Room will change depending on the visitor's state of mind.
Yeah, we're talking about Cameron from BB19 because
Typically,
that's who
once
he's
an
obsessed over
appearance
for
has
some
been
fucking reason.
determined, a second transformation should not be
Anyway,
possible.
Cameron from BB25 is definitely on next returning season. Cameron from BB19, absolutely no shot.
Aberration from the norm.
Is this related to what you said before? About the room being unstable?
Salmael is an entity that specializes in rooting.
It is gonna be funny when like BB27 is the captain season, fucking Cameron is on there.
The ability to
That's so happening.
is presumably one of its strengths.
Like next returning season,
However,
like if we do like 4
nullifying
captains at this point, it's what like
either one
DX,
entirely
Tiffany, Cameron,
seems
and
beyond its means.
I don't know who's the other one.
Furthermore, because the Velvet Room regained its form from within a state of limbo.
Would it be like no
I
Jasmine?
presume its
I don't know.
current
Who would be the other one actually?
Only temporary.
Because you would think they would want a woman, right? If they're doing a... Like, I don't think they would go big names. I think they'll go... Like, I think they'll go, like, big recent names, but not, like legends or anything. Turner, imagine.
Between the interference of
Jason Dent, obviously.
of your own heart and the will of Toshiro
BB26 is all newbies. For Rodriguez debut. I can't wait. Clay Honeycutt, obviously.
That makes sense.
So they could do Vanessa, right? I think there's a chance of Vanessa. If Vanessa wants to play again, but she doesn't. But if she did, I mean, there's at least a shot at that.
Anything else you wish to ask me?
Oh, but yeah, we never talked about that, did we? The fucking Jeff eating licorice. It's like, what are we doing at this point? Yeah, they should totally hook up. They definitely should hook up.
This much I told you already, correct?
What was going on with Mario?
I'm still surprised Brett wasn't on 22.
Actually come to be? Because they didn't seem like shadows.
Which is disgusting. I don't mind like cherry licorice. Like black licorice, that's fucking terrible. Queen, she's just warming up. Yeah. I love Mimi for just warming up.
You have all witnessed an entity being born from an unintentional breakdown of cognition.
Yeah. And then also, like, I found it funny that, like, I think I saw Venus post this, right? That she was, like, insulted that Ben broke it up between all of them. It's like, yeah, like, they fucking just ate. It's like, why the fuck do you even need the fucking licorice? Fucking Ben, Maria, and Q. Fucking ate, like, Q literally just ate, what, 23 pieces of pizza is what he said?
Wait, does that mean the Legionnaires were this way too?
Yes, but unlike their rulers...
It is actually insane, though, that, like, that Maria took Q. I still can't... Like, that's, like, such a dumb move to me. Or, like, I get that you're, like, trying to, like, secure Q and everything, but just, like, perception-wise. Like, when everyone hates Q, like, to, like, such a radical degree. Like, I think, like further, like, connecting yourself to Q, and essentially making you look like an enabler of what Q is doing, I think is just such a bad look.
Her case is another
and this is on Twitter.
One. A cognitive presence, a persona.
Let's see, what's Venus tweeted? Can't wait for her interviews tomorrow. So that'll be something.
Meaning...
Oh my god, she's like so many like just really short tweets.
Within his heart were struggling to be heard.
Where is? I could have sworn I saw her say something about
Toshiro's feelings of hope,
Ben,
revolution, and resistance.
When you describe it like that, she sure does sound a lot like a cognitive being.
Subconsciously, Toshiro entrusted her with his power.
Where is it? I saw it like right before I started stream.
One could say that while in this state,
maybe it was a fan, but no, I could have sworn it was Venus. Though. Like it was her. Like unless like it was like a fucking username that was like one letter off. Do we ever have a final juror losing to a tiebreaker question? I would assume we have, right?
But she's also
didn't Kevin Campbell?
Which would explain why Irina's still herself even after she
also Zach, right? And BB-8 Zach.
Even though this area may
oh no, BB-8 Zach was not tiebreaker. It was because Dick cheated. I forgot about that.
A possibility remains that the event.
So yeah, they like Dick was always a point ahead.
Subconscious effect on the real area.
BB6. Oh yeah, BB6. Yeah. 46 have the best overall cast of the new era?
This is all speculation.
I would guess no. But I don't know. I think this cast is like pretty inconsistent.
It would be
I don't love everybody on this cast.
To go on about theories I cannot substantiate.
Let's see.
Is there anything else you wish to discuss?
Thank you very much, Miss Levenza.
I mean, like, I guess like.
A lot more sense to me now.
Okay, so like, I like Ben. Charlie's whatever. I'm kind of whatever on Charlie. Kenzie's fine. I like Liz as a TV character. Maria's kind of bland. Q's great, obviously. Venus is great. Tiffany's good. Honor's fine. Tevin's good. I like Tevin. Soda is goodish. Underrated, but like good when she's there. Tim, not bad, but not great either. Mariah, fine. Jem, fine. Bonna's good TV. Randon's boring as fuck. Jess, and Jelinski is a legend. But I don't know, I think like again, Maria and Charlie really do nothing for me. I do not find them that entertaining, even though they're like running the show. I think 45 might be my favorite personally. I think the issues obviously you have like Hannah and Sean, but even then, like I thought Hannah was a fun character for the little we got of her. I don't know, 44 is a lot of duds to me. 43, same thing. 42 is solid, but I don't know, I think for me it would be 40, and then 41 has like a couple duds. Yeah, I think 45 is actually my favorite New Era cast. Okay, I literally hit the same thing again. I'm gonna do this one. Do that. Oh wait, that's why. I'm an idiot. No, fuck no. Actually, I guess at this point this is pretty helpful because I do enough. All attacks. If Q comes back for 50, does he have a good run in him? I don't know. Can he win? Probably not, realistically. But does he make it far? Potentially. I don't know who's targeting Q right away. But again, like I wouldn't have like faith in him to go on to win the season. D would be a dud entertainment wise if it wasn't for her villain story. I mean, also her big toe. How do you not remember her big toe? Hannah's quit is hilarious though, like during the highlight, yeah. Yeah, like her, like the moment of her saying that she doesn't need the. Oh no, that she would like to watch it from like the comfort of her own house, and then we see like the reaction from Jeff. Like that's a great moment. Played Wolf Among Us recently. It's very good. Definitely strongest narrative Telltale game. Yeah, it's very good. I love Wolf Among Us. I kind of wish I did a better retrospective of it because like I did that one. Like it came out after my Walking Dead Telltale Season 1 one, but that was actually made like a year before, right? Actually, when did I play that? It was 2022, right? So like, I think it came out end of 2023, but I actually played it and made the video like early 2022. So where it's like not as detailed as I would like it to be, but yeah, I do love Wolf Among Us. I mean, like I still like debate where I would rank it amongst the Telltale games because like I think like you got Walking Dead Season 1, you got Wolf Among Us, you got Tales from Borderlands. I think all three of them are like the three like really good Telltale games, and all have like very different pros and cons. But like if I were to like take out like personal connection out of it and all that sort of stuff, I would say Wolf Among Us is probably like is genuinely the best one of the three. As far as Brad do on return, I don't know, maybe a go at best. I don't think he wins if he makes it again. I think he's the type of player that like he's either like an early boot because he flames out, or he's like a goat that gets kind of dragged to the end. Is Alicia generally a bad person on One World, or was she playing it up? No, I think she was generally a bad person. I think seeing stuff about Alicia outside the show, I think, yeah, probably not a great person. Is Bailey better than Ike and Dimitris? I would probably say so, yeah. I like the twist at the end. It reframed the whole story. Oh, Wolf Among Us? Yeah. Yeah, I think it's a cool like little like, I don't know, like ambiguous ending. So yeah, it just makes you like think about like all the events beforehand.
The awakening of a new power. Now then, make your decision.
Oh wait, what the fuck? I have that many.
Which persona will you choose?
Is that what we're doing? Greatly decreases damage when HP.
Is this persona? Please wait just a moment.
So on Twitter, we're still all over the place again. Yeah, I saw a lot of a lot of spoiler stuff, but like none of it seemed like super reliable though. He's like, I don't think like you saw like Spoiler Girl posting things. You saw like BB Extra posting things. You saw like the clip of like Ty talking about it on like some sort of live thing. Like there's a lot of stuff there, but like
are you finished?
not a lot of super reliable stuff.
What would you like to do? Which persona will you? What would you like to do? Do you wish to perform a fusion?
Get this man off Twitter was BB Extra. What they say? Oh, posting the Ty thing. Yeah, because what Ty say that some like he pretty much like spoiled to Anthony. Yeah, someone takes someone to final 2 and loses. So yeah, good job on Ty. Dude, I actually like I watched that clip and like I genuinely forgot he was like that direct by it. Or like I did not remember him like literally saying someone takes it to the end. I thought he implied that like someone makes a mistake, but I didn't realize he like outwardly just says yes, someone takes someone to the end and loses. Yeah, I do. Yeah, obviously, that's sad for BB Extra. Where again, I agree with a lot of the things that BB Extra does, particularly in like just for no reason, like trying to rile up the Miracori stands and stuff like that. But obviously, yeah, just very sad that they do have what I believe is terminal cancer. Yeah, I won't say anything that immediately spoils what happens. Yeah. That seems pretty apt for Ty, though. Oh, these are all, like, downgrades. Oh, wait, no, what did I just pick? Oh, that's fine, actually. Yeah, we talked about that. Bailey broke the... didn't someone break that in another version, I thought? But also, again, like, who really cares, really? Like, it's such a nothing thing. But, yeah. Kind of 200 leveled for that. That's a step down. That's good, right?
Is this for some? Please wait just a moment.
It's funny, like how people believe the Matt chats thing. So I mean, like, but Matt chat's like different than like. Because like Matt chat is like an edit thing that's done in post. Like this is like. Because like the thing about Matt chat is it's still like an edited product, right? Like they talk to everybody. It's just that what you see is what the editors decide to let you see. But like with the first in thing, that's like an actual just thing that like just someone is always gonna be the first person to enter. Like it's just like obviously just circumstantial that that person never won. Wait, am I being an idiot? What was the thing I just made?
What would you like to do? Which persona will you choose?
Wait, what did I just make? Wait, wait, what? Is it not
What
here?
would you like to do? The awakening of a new power. Now then, make your decision.
Wait, did they like... What happened to it?
Which persona will you choose?
Whatever. Do I have any updates on why Ibrahim dropped out? I don't believe so. I don't think I ever heard anyone talk about Ibrahim ever again. But yeah, I don't believe, like, he never even, like, showed up on, like, Twitter or anything, right? She would think he would.
Is this for 1 moment, please?
I can't believe Brad, Genie, JD could have pulled a 3-2-1 on Ricard. Yeah, that would have been insane. Never was going to happen because I don't think Shan would have ever been on board. I don't think Brad would have ever done it without Shan, but yeah.
Which persona will you choose? What would you like to do? Would you like to create a weapon?
Can't do that. None of those can do. Okay. Why did Brad trust Shan so much? Don't know.
It's nice to travel by train.
I mean, I guess like
while, isn't it?
they just bonded for because again, like it seemed like Brad trusted her over Genie for some reason, which don't know why. Wait. Why is this one cheaper? Oh, this one doesn't have burn. Yeah, whatever. Look, I have so much money that I have nothing to do with. The Shan should have kept Genie over Ricard. I think it's tough in that spot because, like, I think it's like kind of this like dilemma between, do you want to go further with like a more competent player, one that like can like work with you, like navigate through the game strategically with you, or do you want to move forward with like more of a like a player that's like gonna blindly follow you, but also probably wouldn't really be able to do much outside that. To where like I think coming into like a merge where you're like so whatever, you don't have numbers, like you're down to only 2. I feel like you probably want to go in with like another competent player that can like also try to help benefit your position. So like I think it was probably the right call. Obviously I think she probably should have tried to take a shot at Ricard earlier. Or at least been aware of Ricard taking the shot at her. Like really, like if she plays her idol in that spot, like she's probably, I don't know actually. Yeah, because either way, Deshaun and Danning are probably still gonna flip on her eventually. But anyway, I think it probably is still the right call to take Ricard there though. Who are like more CT or Wes? I think Wes is a better TD character. Alright, I'll probably end here. Which I'll probably try to finish the game off stream. I don't know. Maybe I'll just play this on stream. Should I just play this on stream? Try to finish this on stream. I might do that actually. Anyway, alright, we'll move on to Last of Us. So, get stream cut out for a second and then I'll be back. So, see you then.